Hit a button. And now we see if this actually switches over or not. Wouldn't surprise me if there does end up being a major delay on this, because I've noticed it happens with Bill. He'll set all this up and yep, there it goes. Now it just switched. So yep. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so yeah, so it's got about a 10-second delay. So once you hit start stream, it does have like about a not quite the 15-second delay, but at the same time I've also got it set for low latency on this. So, we'll see how this works. Hey Shane, do me a favor and do some talking.
I am going to do some talking. I'm going to do some
What's up, everybody? This
talking.
is the Samurai Man here, and today Ubisoft recently announced their newest Assassin's Creed game.
Well, I
Sorry.
can hear you playing a video.
Stupid fucking YouTube. Okay. Do you have me, Bill?
I mean, I got you here.
Hello?
Yeah, you good?
Hello?
Oh no, don't tell me I lost you. Ugh.
Hello?
Yeah, you good?
I do not hear you.
Oh, fun. All right, let's try all this again. So, here's how we handle this issue. First
Hello?
and foremost, let me switch this back to just me. I'm gonna end the call. Then let's. Okay, is that better? Okay, you there? Shine. Oh, lovely tech issues. Isn't this fun, people? Okay, so let me go into this mug. Let's go to. Okay, first of
Hello?
all, let's go to voice and video. Okay.
God damn it. I have to go into my settings. Why don't I not have.
Okay, first of all. No, that's fine. Let's test video.
Hello?
Yep. Okay.
I got nothing because of the. Come on. Seriously. I would just completely cancel everything out.
uh. All right, I'm gonna do it this way. Boop bop beep bop. Boop ba dop a deep dop dop. Boop bop beep bop. Beatboxing now. Isn't this fun?
Hello?
There we go. Or can you still not hear me? And then, of course, I used the wrong
Hello?
gear.
Hello? I don't know what happened. I do not know what happened. I lost everything.
Oh, this is humorous.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, so you can hear me now?
I couldn't hear shit. Dude, I
Yeah, I
went
know,
to
which
go.
is weird because I can hear you just fucking fine.
Dude, I lost my fucking. I went to go to. Um, on my computer, I went online and I forgot that my fucking YouTube was on. and it started just randomly playing a video, even though I had that video paused. It just randomly started playing it, which cut my audio out and screwed everything up.
Which is weird, because we could hear you just fine, but for some reason,
I
like, you
couldn't hear
couldn't
a
hear
damn thing.
anything else.
Nope, I couldn't hear shit. I was getting pissed.
Wow. Alright, well, we're here.
Yeah, we got that taken care of. Stupid fucking technology.
Yeah. Okay, so let's hit this button here. Alright, there's a Shane picture. Is that nice? You guys get to see purple Shane picture?
Purple.
Since he didn't turn on his fucking webcam.
Um,
Too confident for the quiz. I was confused which Ranger season. Audio is way too low. Alright, well, let me go ahead then, and I will bump a Shane. And then I will go
yeah,
ahead and I will bump a me.
bumping, huh?
Just a bit.
All right.
So I think the reason why audio may seem low is simply from the matter of, well, Shane likes to mumble talk. Not sure if OBS has volume turned down or if it's on your mic volume via the control board, but seems very quiet. Shane is quiet too, but louder than you, sir.
Aha,
Which
so
is
this
weird
time,
because I literally have my fucking headphones in. I'm listening to me talk as I'm talking to you, and I hear both of us just fine.
aha, now it's you. Now you're the quiet one, while I'm the loud
Okay,
one.
and Bill says sounds better. All right. See, this is why I said we need to get in here and do fucking audio issues right off the bat. But no. Shane had to go and forget his drink, and then he
Well,
stepped in some ick, and then had to change his socks.
well, it's not my fault. My fucking cats threw up everywhere.
No, I get that. Trust me, I get that. Fucking Jack's dumbass keeps giving Coco a bath, and every single time that his dumbass gives her a bath, because she's a long hair and he's a short hair, he ends up fucking puking up a hairball. Even though I've changed their food 6 different times to like 6 different types of like hairball formulas,
Mm-hmm.
but fucking whatever. Also, let's disable this here streamer mode, and now we go back to the chat. There we go. Yeah, YPAC. Exactly. Exactly. Wiki, you, sir, earn 1,000 Shane stream hug points because why podcast setup is stressful. Fucking exactly. So, since we've killed 8 minutes and had us some
But,
fun doing tech issues.
but luckily, it all happened during the 10 minutes that we usually wait, so that's always
Yep,
the good news.
exactly, which is why we wait the 10 minutes. So, let's see. Which one of our openers do I want to use?
You want
Let's
to use that?
see.
You
I
want to use
want
that
to
one
say,
opener.
ooh, let's do the one on the back. Welcome to Fandom Night, the show that is more insane than Maniac Mikey. I'm one of your hosts today, Seth Sario Lovell.
Family Protoga.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and non-binaries and in between, today,
Let's get ready to rumble.
nope, we need to discuss this. I know it's hard to see because I got a fucking glare. It is time for some fucking Lost Galaxy. Because 3 years ago, 3 fucking years ago, Shane, which I misremembered as Nick, had made a joke. Oh, yeah, we're still going to be doing Lost Galaxy well into 2024. Huh. About that. But then Nick made the joke of, no. We're still going to be going into 2024, but it's going to be welcome to episode 25 of the Lost Galaxy review. And after listening to those episodes, I realized one major drawback. See, well, two major drawbacks. The first is that we had 5 motherfuckers sitting in a tiny cramped ass office at Bill's house where it was quite literally, not a joke, the 5 of us in this tiny room that Nick measured that was 10 by 10 by 8.5, I believe, along with all of Bill's other shit sitting on the walls and everything, where we would pull up a picture so you guys could see what it is that we're discussing. And then I would have to take a turn, and then Shane would have to take a turn, and then Bill would have to take a turn, and then Scott would have to take a turn, and then Nick would have to take a turn, and all of us would have to take our turns to make comments on whatever the fuck picture we were goddamn looking at. And then we would bounce off of each other based off whatever jokes we were cracking about how fucking dumb Mike's face looked. Or the fact that, oh shit, Damon's in a goddamn episode for once. It's a fucking Christmas miracle. Shane, it's Christmas morning. Damon is here. How excited are you?
Actually, I made fun of that because the whole episode was supposed to be about him, and he wasn't even there.
Which, speaking of, that's a good segue. I wish this wasn't, or I wish this was a distractable and not a Sentai review episode, because you would be gaining segue points, sir. So,
Thank you.
let's pop this motherfucker open, and we are going to begin on disc 2 of the Shout Factory 5-disc set.
Hell yeah.
On episode 12, Orion Rising. And because I need to do that, today, it is Damon's birthday. And he ain't in the motherfucking episode but for like all of 5 goddamn minutes. We have finally reached the joke that we have been making for 5 fucking episodes. Christmas miracles!
Dude, I'm telling you, dude, this episode was hilarious. The fact that they made him a cake. They talked about him at the beginning of the episode, talking about how it was his birthday and stuff. And then the dude shows up randomly during the battle, and
Right.
then at the very end.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. He shows up at the he shows up near the middle to fight, and then at the very end as his ass is getting off of his fucking 9 to 5, which, let's be quite honest, here on Terra Venture, it's not a 9 to 5, it's a fucking 9 to 9.
But listen, let me tell you this right now. His actor only showed up at the very end.
Right. Well, yes, that's true. His actor did.
So what was funny is that they're talking about this whole episode is like it's Damien's birthday and all this stuff, but then at the same time, it's supposed to be about him, but it's about Kendricks and Maya and them. I don't want to be your friend. Oh, blah blah blah. Oh, never mind. I ate that cake and I was in the wrong. I'm a jerk.
Yeah, they literally start to. It takes them all of like 5 fucking minutes where Maya eats the fucking cake. They get into a big old pissing contest because, let's be honest, for anybody out there who's not in the know, meaning most guys who have never had an actual fucking like serious relationship, if you have a girlfriend or like most of the crew, a wife, and she has female friends where they're hanging out on a day-to-day basis, this magical thing happens, and I'm not trying to be lewd or disrespectful here, but their fucking cycles sync up. So everybody starts PMSing at the exact same time. And again, I know that sounds mean and rude and disrespectful, but it's not. It's a fact. It's biological. Like the everything within the air actually starts to like mess with females. And because of this, the two girls start raging at each other over, why did you eat that cake? Who said you could eat it? Well, if somebody were to go to the grocery store, maybe I'd have something the fuck to eat besides this cake.
My biggest thing about it is that you have to look at, I break everything down like this. Maya's not from Earth. Maya's from Miranoi. So because she's from a different planet, they got different how things work there. She even says on Miranoi, when we have food, we just eat it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's no saving it for somebody or any of that. And I'm thinking you need to, just like you expect her to respect your traditions and stuff, you got to respect where she comes from. She comes
Yep.
from a different planet, and her planet has their rules are completely different than Earth. And so her being a savage and just eating the cake, that's part of her culture. Can't really do much about it. You can get mad, yeah. She probably, but at the same time, you can't expect her to ask when she's never had to.
Right. Not to mention the fact that later on in this episode, what stops the fight is the fact that after Maya storms off on her own for like the fifth goddamn time in this episode, because they tried to play it off like a damn it, like an Odd Couple episode or any other fucking sitcom from the 60s to the 70s where I'm mad at you, I'm drawing a line down the middle of the room, this is my half, that's your half, you stay on your half. Yeah, well, my half has the bathroom. Oh, man. Well, my half has the fridge. Oh, man. And they play off that stupid
Yep.
fucking hack comedic routine that fucking should have goddamn died back in the days of vaudeville. But no, the reason why the fight stops is because after fucking Maya fucks off for the fifth goddamn time, she ends up over next to a bakery and sees, oh, cakes. Wait, birthday cakes? Oh, it's Damon's birthday. Oh, fuck, that's why she's pissed. Because quite literally, in the middle of the argument, that's all that had to be fucking said. Why'd you eat that cake? Because we don't have any fucking food. But that was Damon's birthday cake. Oh, well, shit, let's go to the grocery store and I'll help you make a new one.
That's that trope that they do in a lot of shows and movies where the whole situation can easily be resolved with one conversation. It's just a misunderstanding, but it can be completely resolved with just saying, "Hey, this is what happened." But it's fine. You have to, if you suspension of disbelief.
God damn it. And Jake is right. They got into an argument and she stopped because she heard an owl.
Yep.
Said, God damn it, what the fuck? Ooh, owl.
Yeah, it's almost like you know what? This is bullshit, Kendricks. I'm tired of. Oh my God, what's that over there?
Mm-hmm.
She's got like super ADD.
Yep. But this is also the episode that I had been bringing up for a while in the 5 other episodes of, hey, let's make a force field as we trap all these plants inside of the force field where everybody all of a sudden can't goddamn breathe when there's plants around them.
Terra Venture. Listen, man. They want you to believe that Terra Venture is a science station as well as a military station as well as a habitation system.
But they're fucking not!
But they're not a science station.
They're fucking dumbasses just listing lazily to the left through goddamn space. Because let me explain something to people. If there's fucking trees and flowers and grass, the number one thing that plants fucking do is produce goddamn oxygen for you to fucking breathe.
What?
Oh man, I can't fucking breathe. Oh, this dome. Meanwhile, in the fucking background, there's a hardcore raging fucking storm breeze going. Like they're in the middle of a goddamn typhoon and trees are bent in half. Oh, we can't breathe because there's no wind as a tree's just bent like this going, oh god, the wind. The fuck? The hell is wrong with you motherfuckers? You should have redone the take and waited for it to not be blowing.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude, what's funny about that whole thing is we're going to get to it with the next episode that we talk about because it's just kind of funny. Like, as a kid, I didn't pay attention to that. It was Power Rangers, and we got to remember this is the last Power Ranger series I watched before I stopped watching it because Lightspeed Rescue, I think, is kind of shitty.
Now, Box, I do have to argue with you here. That was new oxygen-free wind. Let me explain something to you. We live in the goddamn Superman 4 universe where you could goddamn breathe in outer space. Now, they do explain several episodes later, oh, hey, if I get sucked out into the vacuum of space, it's going to be really, really cold. Not freezing, not you're going to fucking die from sub-zero temperatures, just it'll be cold.
Well, the morphine grid protects them. You see that when they're riding their galaxy gliders,
exactly,
or whatever they call them. The morphine grid protects them. They can fly. that I'm using that as the explanation on why the Rangers can go into space,
Right.
because first off, they're wearing helmets. Second off,
Mm-hmm.
they're protected by the morphing grid. Um, and but what's funny, I don't know, I just got a kick out of what he said about the new oxygen-free wind. I don't know why, but it just made me laugh my
Right, exactly. And
because
like I
it's
said, we've already proven this because in the last fucking series in space, Carlos puts a small, tiny 8-year-old child on a boogie board, and they go boogie boarding through space to go to the moon where she could pick up a moon rock with her own bare fucking hands, which, by the way, you can't do that in our universe because the moon has been blasted by solar radiation for so long that if you were to step out on the moon, even with fucking oxygen, your ass would be fucking cancer-ridden from all of the goddamn radiation.
well, well, and you know
But,
what? But you know what's really funny is the whole situation with these episodes is we have to suspend our disbelief because, like you said, they got trapped into a force field, but there were still plants and stuff that could produce oxygen, and
right,
they're fucking dying. But Ronan makes perfect sense here, and he's right. Sentai was filmed. We took the Sentai footage and stuff. They did everything on Earth.
yep,
Their show wasn't called Lost Galaxy. They
nope,
had nothing to do with space.
nope,
We turned
exactly.
it into space. Their show was not space. That's why a lot of the footage we take doesn't make fucking sense because of the plot that we're trying to tell and the locations that we're trying to tell.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just gonna bring it up because you see it all the time. The next episode they go to the planet where the lights of Orion go to. That planet is supposed to be an alien world, right? It's not supposed to be Earth. It's not supposed to be because they're out there in the galaxy. It's supposed to be a planet.
Wait, was
The
it a
planet,
planet? Because I thought he literally touched down on Terra Venture, slammed his thing into the ground, and then started pulling water out of fucking Terra Venture because he's
yes,
literally like drilling for oil kind of shit in order to get the
but
fucking.
the lights of Orion leave, and they
Oh,
and
yeah,
they
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and,
yeah,
and
yeah,
they
yeah.
and they goes to a planet and they follow it on their galaxy things.
No, it
They
doesn't even
follow.
go to a fucking planet. That motherfucker goes out into goddamn space. They fly off Terra Venture to go find the motherfuckers in
Yep,
space, and they
yep.
literally cruise around in space for a little while before it literally U-turns and goes back to Terra Venture. And it's like, why the fuck did you even leave the goddamn space colony?
Wait, did it go back to Terra Venture?
Yes!
Okay, I missed
They
that part then.
literally, like, the dude stabs his staff into the fucking ground. Water spews out because he's literally trying to, just like you would if you were
Yes, I
drilling
remember.
for oil in Texas. It spews out a bunch of water and a bunch of bullshit. And then all of a sudden the lights come out and they're like, oh, the lights. In fact, I think it even happens in this one. Yeah, let me
It's this.
see.
It's
Because
this
we go to my
episode.
notes. Let's
It's
see.
this episode that we're talking about that he does that
Yeah,
because
yeah,
he's
exactly. Yeah, because fucking Maya doesn't know what the fuck a birthday is, yet she sees a sign that says birthday cakes. Is like, what the
yep.
fuck? The bee putties know who the Rangers are as they're unmorphed, yet nobody attacks them in their day-to-day lives. That comes up later because they start doing that later on. Let's see. The Magna Defender doesn't give a fuck about killing civilians, so the Rangers start trying to fist fight him. Let's see. The girls take out the force field, and literally every single person who was, I can't breathe, I'm dying, I'm passed out on the ground, they just get the fuck up and go about their day as if nothing the fuck ever happened. And then, yes, the lights come up and they fuck off.
Yeah,
They
they
literally,
this
they fly off of the fucking colony.
yes, and they do return in the next episode because the next
Right.
episode is called Orion Returns.
Yep, because
Now,
quite literally, the ass end of this episode is Damon comes back exhausted from working his fucking 30-hour shift or however the fuck long. He gets his surprise party, but
yep.
his actor Reggie fucking sucks at acting because he doesn't even sound like he gives a fuck. He's like, "Oh, you guys remembered my birthday? Hey, thanks a lot for the surprise party."
Listen, dude. Listen. Remember what I told you that the Power Ranger acting has never been like Academy Award winning.
You're not
Some
fucking wrong, and
some,
that
some of
goddamn
them
proves it.
some of them actually do put in the effort.
Yeah, yeah, some
And
do.
then, but like I told you, like some of the newer stuff, like doesn't like there's God, who owned it at the time? Okay, because it was Saban, and then it went to didn't Nickelodeon get it for a little bit, then Disney got it for.
I believe Disney got it after Saban. Okay, so Saban had a contract with Fox. Then he switched from Fox over to Disney, I believe. Then after that, he ended up going to Nickelodeon. And I want to say that's where it's basically been until now they've switched it over to like a Netflix thing, as far as I know.
It's on, yeah, Netflix has the rights now, but I believe
Jake, no, it wasn't a gas that made it so they couldn't breathe. They literally said, "Oh God, there's a force field," and the guys try to go down into the fucking subway system, trying to see. Okay, Lord Van. I'm gonna say your name wrong. So Sario butchers a name. Osokoro says it was Saban, which was with Fox, then Disney, then Nickelodeon. Then he went to Hasbro, which Hasbro has ties into
yes,
Netflix.
yes, because
Because
now
that's the whole reason why it is that Netflix is able to do everything with He-Man right now for Masterverse and all that.
Okay, so thank you for explaining that. That helps me out a lot. Okay.
But yeah, no, back to Jake though. No, it was not a gas. They literally put up a dome. The guys go into the fucking subway. They slam into an invisible wall. And then after they slam into the fucking invisible wall, they're like, it goes all the way down underground.
Yeah,
and there's literally little children holding each other going, I can't breathe. What's going on? And everybody's like, oh, the air. It's disappearing. The fuck? But that does end this episode. So yes, now we move on to 13, where like we said, everybody's fucking asleep. Maya wakes up because of a dream that she fucking has. Wakes everybody up and they're like, what the fuck? We're trying to sleep. And she goes, but guys, I had a bad dream. And they're like, yeah, that happens. Go back the fuck to sleep. And she goes, but look. And she points to a fucking darkened window. Everybody looks and gets blinded by the sun that is the fucking lights of Orion. Because the lights have come back. The bad guys see him too. And now all of a sudden it's a mad world fucking race. Where everybody's fucking hurrying the fuck up to try to get him. So the Rangers hop in their gliders and fuck off from Terra Venture to go and chase after the lights. They shoot down a bunch of fucking stingwingers in space, and then the lights do a fucking U-turn and go back to Terra Venture, and they're like, oh, well, fuck, let's just go back to Terra Venture.
Okay, there's a reason why...
Why the fuck did you leave in the first goddamn place, then? I get it, you don't know where the fuck they're going, but you see them do a U-turn.
I didn't. This is the reason why I wanted to bring up the fact that because I missed that part where they did a U-turn. I thought it landed on a random planet.
Oh no!
Because the reason I was going to say that because when I was watching it, I saw that they were like chasing after Destruct. I can't. I feel like I'm butchering this dude's name. They were chasing after the dude. And he.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, Mr. Stingray Man.
They were out there in the. They were out there in like the woods area, but then I saw that they were running down a fucking path, like a blacktop road.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm sitting there thinking,
and yes, Destructo. There we go.
Because I did not see them do the U-turn back to Terra Venture, which makes sense that they would have paved roads at Terra Venture. I thought they landed on an alien world, and I'm like, I love how this show was filmed on Earth, no matter because that's just how it works. The show was filmed here, and you can't really hide a lot of stuff. But you guys could have done a better job. If this is supposed to be an alien world, there is no way they have fucking blacktop roads. Okay.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And yes, you're right. Trakeena does end up ruining her dad's operations, but that's because and I can't think of his name, and it's going to irritate me because I'm pretty sure I have it written down. But yeah, fucking because it's all infighting. Like the bad guys in this show are 1,000 times better than the Rangers because they are more interesting to watch. Just how fucking conniving that they end up being. Like, because everybody's trying to take the lights for herself, not give them to Daddy. She wants to keep them for herself to gain power, but she's telling Daddy, oh, don't worry about it, Dad. I'm going to get them lights and give them right to you. And then the second in command, he's literally trying to be like, nope, them lights are coming to me so I can fucking take his ass down, and then I'm going to be the new big bad, and fucking everybody have to suck this dick. And fucking... So he purposely goes out of his way and he's like, no. Yes, Trecheron. So fucking Trecheron's like, no. Fucking, you get him, you give him the fuck to me. So then Trakeena goes, oh, well, if that's the way that we're fucking playing it, hey, by the way, Miss Lady who can literally fucking change herself and anybody else, I want you to fucking turn into Tretron, go down and be like, hey, man, what you need to fucking do is you need to use them lights yourself so that when you can see exactly how fucking powerful they are before we give them the fucking Scorpius. So, of course, his dumbass fucking uses the shit. And in the middle of all the fighting and shit, Magna Defender shows up and starts having a goddamn heart attack. Because Mike is literally like fucking retching at his heartstrings, being like, no, motherfucker, we're not doing this fucking vengeance Punisher bullshit.
Listen, I get where the Magna Defender's coming from, though.
Same.
Like watching your son get killed right in front of you by and I get that he was at one point a noble warrior who did care about people and would not he did care about collateral damage, but losing your child fucking pushed him over the edge.
Yep.
Now he don't give no fucks.
Yep.
Everybody knows where he's coming from, even the Rangers do, but there's a limit to how far you should go, man.
Right.
I get you're mad. I get you're mad. You have every right to be mad. And yes, you have every right to want to destroy that weird bug guy.
Yep, exactly.
Who can barely move. By the way, he's not much of a threat. We're going to get to that later, but he is not.
Yeah, you're not fucking wrong.
He is not a threat. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. That dude's a bitch. You know, we talk about these villains conniving behind each other's backs trying to take power, but Leo could have taken the power all for himself if he wanted to, man.
You're not wrong.
We'll get to that because I forgot the dude's name already. Bug guy.
Oh,
Scorpion.
Scorpino, I believe.
Something like that.
Scorpina, something like that. Yeah, I don't know. But
yeah, he can.
I do remember this note. So if you pay close enough attention, Kai goes to do like a fucking front flip or a back flip. I think it's a back flip. Because he does an I got hit and goes to do the half back flip to land on his back.
Scorpius. Thank you, Scorpius.
Yeah, Scorpius, thank you. But yeah, so he goes to do a back flip, and when he lands, he actually lands on the back of his head, which is the 100% wrong thing to fucking do. Because he literally hits on his head, folds over like a fucking accordion, lands back on the ground, and then like right before they go to cut, you see him literally roll over, wince in pain, and grab at the back of his neck, and I'm like, oh, that's probably the reason why it is that we don't really do any Kai heavy episodes for a while here. Okay, that makes more fucking sense.
It wouldn't surprise me if some of those actors, and honestly, did get hurt on set.
I mean, it's very easy. Again, as somebody who was trying to do fucking professional wrestling as a profession, you see motherfuckers land moves wrong all the goddamn time. And any time that you land a move wrong, it hurts. I still have hardcore major back pain from landing simple moves wrong. So, well, that and a couple of car wrecks, but that's another fucking story for another goddamn time, because fucking ice and other people don't really help me drive. But let's see. So, fucking Destructo is about to lose the lights. Oh, to Impostra. That was the fucking bitch. Magna Defender breaks their Mafuba pot that she was using to pull the lights in. And then fucks both of them up. And then the Rangers and the fucking Magna Defender start fighting over the lights before the lights decide to choose the Rangers, because the Rangers go, fuck it, we can't let you have them. Guys, pull out your fucking bazookas, we're going to blow this shit up. And the lights of Orion are like, oh, you're going to blow me up? Nah, fuck that, we're helping you. Because we're not about to be destroyed.
I believe if I what I watched correctly, what I believe is that when the Lights of Orion were never going to choose anybody but the Rangers, because I believe the Lights of Orion is like, I'm going to say it because it's so bad when you hear it, because it's so funny, because it's such a cheesy line, but I think the Lights of Orion is like pure goodness.
Yes.
And of course, the Rangers are your goodness.
I know.
I'm sorry. Some of the dialogue back then.
Yeah, trust me, I know all about it.
I forget. When you were a kid, you didn't really pay attention to that. You just saw monsters and colorful costumes.
Exactly.
But when you're an adult and you go back and watch it and see the plot and break it down and see all the plot holes and see all the, you guys could have fixed this by just doing this, right? Super simple. Just guys, you're making this out to be a much bigger deal.
Right.
I don't know, dude.
But the Rangers end up getting battleizers. And now that the Rangers have powered up battleizers, they whip the shit out of everybody, and they're like, fuck yeah, we're super strong now. And be prepared to see them call on the fucking powers of Orion 1,000,001 goddamn times from now until the end of time.
Fucking box, he says it perfectly right there. I know deep down that the lights of Orion are goodness.
Yep, exactly. But that's that episode, so now we're going to move on to Shark Attack.
By the way, real quick, those battleizers, I got to be honest with you. I get it. They're not super over the top. Like, some of them are ridiculous looking. Like, absolutely no, those are dumb.
Oh, you mean like Jake brought up? He said they're not stronger than glitter?
Yeah, but these ones don't have a lot of, there's not a lot of flair. There's not much to them. There's like, you get a armband, and the rim of your boots change a little bit.
The rim of their boots change. They get fucking a retractable Wolverine claw gauntlet. Mm-hmm. They get an armband, and their swords end up getting like a hand guard that goes up here, and then like a sword guard that goes up here.
And it's fine.
And they barely use them in that form. All they do is they go, everybody, turn the lights, and fucking plow through the enemy to destroy them and make my Monster Grow energy drink.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, dude. But when you look at these battleizers, I'm like, okay, not much changed, guys. I mean, a little more flair. I don't want over the top, like have fake muscles like they did for Andros.
Or, I mean, to be fair, in a later episode, Leo doesn't need fake foam muscles.
Oh, dude. Oh, my God. Yeah, he does not. Holy shit. I forgot that this was the series where they like to take people's shirts off.
Yep.
I forgot about that.
I also didn't realize until, like, literally the middle of one of the fights, I was so exhausted that I thought I was missing stuff, so I started hyper-focusing and realized, oh yeah, in the Sentai, the Yellow Ranger, it's another case where the yellow was a guy in the Sentai, but now we have a girl with, I'm not going to say giant boobs, but fairly big boobs for what we would normally put on children's TV, because I realized, wait a minute, she turns flat-chested. Oh wait, she doesn't have a skirt. Oh fuck, it's a guy, isn't it? And I looked it up, I'm like, yeah, nope, it was a guy in their series, so we're doing the fucking Trakeena thing again here.
That happens a lot.
Quite often.
If people skip the Alien Rangers, the Alien Rangers Yellow Ranger was a guy. He was the first guy.
Yep.
For our series that wore yellow. But if people forgot about that 10-episode season, because I didn't really care for the Alien Ranger stuff much anyway.
Oh, you mean that half season, as everybody always puts it on the Wikipedia page?
But because that's a short season, the first full actual long season of a full Ranger season that had the first male Yellow Ranger, I believe, was Ninja Storm with Dustin being the Yellow Ranger. And then the Mystic Force Yellow Ranger's a guy too.
Right.
So we started putting guys in yellow, which is fine because they were in yellow before in the Sentai.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I'm trying to think.
Well, don't worry about thinking, because we're on episode 14 and we got to run to episode 30.
Okay, well, give me 1 second. So we're on episode 14. Okay, so that is Shark Attack.
Yep, that is Shark Attack. So the villains, we start off with the villains being too busy doing any infighting to actually do anything of importance. And then when the Rangers show up, the Rangers is dumb because they don't let the villains kill each other. They're like, no, we got to break this up. No, fuck that. Let them kill each other. Fuck them. Let's see. Magna Defender starts having a heart attack during a revenge moment, and it turns out to be Mike stopping him. But Leo hears Mike telling him to knock it the fuck off, and Mike almost gets his shit fucking rocked and dies because he's too looking for fucking Mike's voice. Or sorry, Leo
Yeah,
almost gets
yeah.
his shit stomped in because he's too busy looking for Mike.
Leo gets put into the infirmary, which is
Mm-hmm.
actually, I appreciate when they do that. We know that we know that the Ranger suits protect them to a certain extent.
Yep.
Otherwise, they would be honestly they would get their shit rocked. Like they would look damaged all the time. And they have to take an extreme amount of damage before when they power down. If they look like their clothes are all tore up. I understand that the power suits protect you, but when you demorph and your clothes are all tore up after, I mean,
Right.
before they were all nice and neat. After the battle, your clothes are tore up. I never understood that. Your clothes and stuff should be fine. You shouldn't even be dirty. If
Right.
anything, your ranger suit should be tore up. And we have seen the helmets get damaged.
Yeah.
Hell, one of the series, can't remember which one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's this one. One of the Rangers at the end of the battle, his helmet completely blows off of him. Like he loses his helmet completely during the fight. I
That
just can't
might be
remember.
something later because
I think it is.
literally episode 30, to jump ahead, literally leaves us off on a bit of a cliffhanger where if you're watching the DVDs like I am, it
Yep.
always starts with, or it always ends with next time on Power Rangers before going to the fucking credits. And
Yep.
yeah, while I was finishing up my notes and getting ready to go and grab a shower at literally 9 o'clock before getting all of this set up, um, yeah, I already know what the fuck is about to happen. Because to be fair, you and I had already talked about it the other day when we decided, you know what? Yeah, let's do these reviews.
Listen, listen. Lord Vaughn. Yeah, he says here that because this whole episode was about Tretcheron trying to take out Trakeena.
Yep.
Now, because he wants to get good in with it with Scorpius, but why would you do that? You just killed my daughter. I'm obviously not going to be happy with you. I kind of
Right.
hate you, and I might actually kill you.
Right.
So my question, and I like the fact that he hires somebody named Treacheron. Like,
Right.
hey, that's just like hiring somebody named I'm definitely going to betray you. That's my name.
Right. I mean, to
Obviously,
be
that
fair, all the fucking bad guys have goddamn ridiculous,
villainous.
weird fucking names like that. Like, one of the
I
villains later on is literally named like fucking dumbass or some shit. I know that's not it exactly.
wish it
But her
was,
name
dude.
is literally like fucking Marania or some shit. Like, yeah, they literally call her fucking moron or dummy or some shit. Like that's what her name is derived from. Like it's ridiculous. Yeah, and Box even brought it up. Fucking one of them is named fucking Captain Mutiny.
And
Deviat,
yep.
thank you. Yes.
And get this, I guess, and it is ironic that a guy named Treacheron doesn't do any betraying, because he's the one that got locked up. He didn't do shit. He got that one chick turned into him
Right.
and everything, and he gets fucking framed and gets put in prison. I mean, come on, I'd be a little pissed too.
God damn it, Jake. My name is Backstabbion. I will never betray you.
Backstabby on.
Right.
I'm just saying, like they got to know that when you name like when you hire some of these guys with their names, you got to know that they're gonna stab you in the back.
Right. Exactly.
Like it's just you're asking for it. I realize that you're like some kind of space pirate
Mm-hmm.
and shit, and you got like you're kind of like a mob boss in a way. Like you got like your
Right.
family, and people respect you, but not everybody respects you. And hiring some of these guys with like Captain Mutiny,
Right.
like obviously, dude, why are you named that? Because people have done some mutiny on your ass because you must suck.
Yeah, well, speaking of backstabbing, so Sinister Alpha doesn't use a hairdryer on Leo to heal him when we know goddamn well Sinister Alpha knows all the fucking about these things because just like the fucking Rangers, memories are transferred from one Alpha unit to the next fucking Alpha unit as they fucking upgrade them.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
even though
what
Alpha
Alpha
5 was the one that was hanging out with Zordon, seeing
Alpha
that a fucking
6?
hairdryer was used on a goddamn Muppet before they fucked off to go back to Eltar, fucking he should still goddamn know, oh hey, fucking we got these hair dryers. And at the same time they're also in the fucking the mega ship, which means, hey, here's the fucking cryo chamber that fucking Zane was in that was not only fucking keeping him on life support, but healing him as well. Fucking let's throw him the fucking that shit. No, let's just put him on a medical bed. We're going to scan him with our version of the tricorder, say, nope, you can't go nowhere. We're going to go out and do this shit. Meanwhile, the Rangers, as they go out to fucking stop everything, fucking, I can't remember who says it, but they say, hey, stay alert, guys, and then gets fucking hit hard with a bladed chakram, because, you know. And then fucking Trakeena explains Deus Ex morphing grid to the Rangers. Because he's like, oh no, the fucking powers don't goddamn work if all 5 of you aren't together. So I did that shit on purpose and fucked up the Red Ranger. So, mwahahaha, no ultimate power for you. And then fuck, Deus Ex morphing grid here. Shit, what are we ever gonna goddamn do?
While he's over there, like he turns around, he's like, "Whew, I got lucky on that one."
Yep, exactly.
I did not plan that.
And to bring up something that we've been bringing up since the very first fucking DVD review, every single morphing power normally will give you memories and experience and all sorts of shit that have been learned from the morphing grid, from other Rangers. Mm-hmm. Now, because we know that this is the very first team ever, these guys were supposed to have been the first team of Rangers. One of the teams that Zordon ended up fucking leading before they got fucked up and he had to switch over to these coins that Rita ended up ripping his green coin off, and then she had time to corrupt it and, you know, fuck with it. This team actually gives you an ESP of sorts where you get visions, because Mike is literally laying there dead. And because he's using his subconscious, since he's dreaming at the time, he starts having visions of Mike. And this will come back later on, as Maya is attempting to teach Mike how to talk to the fucking, or not Mike, but teaching Leo how to use the goddamn or how to talk to the Galactabeasts. Where she says, Leo, you need to talk to them from your heart. It's all about having heart, which of course the Yellow Ranger's always the fucking heart of the team. But it's not just she's from a backwater planet. Well, yes, she is from a backwater planet, and yes, she did spend more time next to the fucking Sabers than any of the other Rangers, so she can attune to their power a hell of a lot better. And yes, Jake, I know I keep saying Mike more than Leo when I mean Leo. And part of that is because I keep getting fucked up by the goddamn brothers, because that's all Leo kept saying for fucking 5 of these goddamn episodes was Mike. So now I got Mike in my fucking head, like it's those stupid ass fucking Progressive commercials. Mike. Hump day! So yes, I have fucking Mike stuck in my goddamn head as I'm talking into a mic.
Well, maybe if the name Leo was synonymous with a good leader, then maybe you would remember it better.
You're not fucking wrong.
And I mean that with the turtle, not with the Leo from this series, because this Leo wasn't honestly that bad of a leader. We've seen worse Red Ranger leaders. Leo wasn't all that bad. He was actually a pretty good leader in my book. I'm talking about Leo because I like to give people shit because
right, exactly. But yes, so like I said, this team, they actually gain like a psychic rapport. And because Maya had been around the Quasar Sabers pretty much her entire life, she attunes to the powers a hell of a lot faster than the others do. Because, which is something that Bill fucking brought up long time ago, where quite literally these motherfuckers can goddamn just talk to their motherfucking Galactabeasts later on. Because that's part of their power, is to be able to just understand this shit. That's the reason why Maya will be out walking around. Hey guys, we should probably go down to the grocery store and squat! Because she could just understand this shit, because that's how their fucking power works. Because in the Sentai, of course, they were an actual fucking animal-based team.
Mm-hmm.
But now we get a damn good fight between the Shark Brothers and the Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
As well as between Trakeena and the Red Ranger. Like, that shit is a damn good fucking fight. But after they beat the shit out of the Shark Brothers and kill Treacheron, Shark Brothers grow. And now we get into the Megazord as quick as humanly possible, where they just go, Lights of Orion, power up! And, yeah, now we get a fucking hardcore Zord that you're gonna fucking see for about 80% of these fights. They literally don't stop using the fucking powered up Zord until I want to say like 28. Yeah, I think like somewhere between episode 27 and 28, they stop and go back to just using the plain ass fucking Megazord to
Mm-hmm.
fucking whoop ass. Now, Trakeena then decides that she does need to train, she does need to be a fighter, because she'd been saying this since the very beginning, when fucking her father literally slapped her to the side and said, go back to the ship, you're not a
Can I,
fucking warrior, don't do this shit, fucking,
can I
you're
be
gonna
honest?
goddamn die if you don't fucking learn how to fist fight,
Dude, let me tell you
go
this right
away.
now. You know what Trakeena reminds me of? She reminds me of Frieza, and let me tell you this why.
Well, I was gonna
Trakeena's
say, in terms of the Rangers universe, she actually reminds me a little bit more of fucking Divatox, where
no,
she's actually learning and growing.
yes, yes. She's one of the better villains because she's trying to get better and stuff
Mm-hmm.
and all that. But what I mean is she kind of sucks at the beginning, right? She can't do nothing. She's not a very good fighter and all that. She goes and trains for like a day.
Yeah.
And then like Frieza training for like 4 months and then became fucking Golden Frieza.
Well,
Like,
okay.
oh, all I did was put a
So,
little effort in, and I
well,
couldn't
I got to
imagine.
stop you there though, because you say that she trains for a day, and while yes, it's one episode that she trains, what I'm going to tell you is, and this is later on, Daddy says, "Hey, get your ass in that cocoon. We're going to take away your human form and make you 100% bug
Percent
lady."
bug. Yep.
And she says, "No, fuck that," and she fucks off.
Yep.
Now, what I'm thinking happens, because you don't see her for like 3 or 4 episodes,
Yep.
what I'm thinking is after she fucks off, she lands on that planet, and we'll get there when we fucking get there, and then
Yeah.
what happens in the episode happens over the course of the episodes where she's missing. So it becomes one of those things where then later on in that episode, fucking shit's happening at the exact same time. But
So
go ahead
there's
with your point. Sorry to interrupt.
okay. So there's a possibility that there was weeks involved of her training while she was while she was gone. I
Right.
get that. I get that. But still, it didn't take her very long to get because then
No.
you see her later wrecking the Rangers,
Oh
wrecking
yeah, she
everybody else.
walks the fuck all over them. In fact, she doesn't walk all over them as badly as episode 29 where the Rangers get fucking raffle stomped. But
But she gets strong very quickly. That's why
oh
I
yeah.
said it's that Frieza mentality. Like, oh, all I had to do was just put some effort into it. Now look how fucking
Oh, all I
broke
had
I
to
am.
do was stand the fuck up out of this goddamn bubble chair and now all of a sudden you motherfuckers can't touch me.
Yep. Don't make me stand up.
Hey, we've gained power too because, fucking two Namekians fused and fucking 100 times Earth's gravity training. Oh, oh, that's cute. Second form. Oh, well, shit.
I've just made
Now we
most of
can't fuck with you.
I just made most of you irrelevant. Third
Yeah.
form. I've made almost all of you irrelevant. Fourth form. Now you all are irrelevant. Oh wait, here comes this one dude.
Yeah,
Okay,
here
he's a
comes this
little
one dude.
okay,
Hey,
shit,
I'm
he's a
gonna
little bit
kill all your friends because they're fucking irrelevant. It's gonna be you and me.
shit. Oh my god, I unlocked
Oh,
something
fuck.
here.
Wait,
Shit.
why did your
Fuck.
hair turn blonde? What the fuck?
Shit. God damn it. God damn it. Full power form. Shit. God damn it. This guy sucks. I hate him. I want him to die. Shit.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Oh my god. My hubris gets in the way. Oh, I get cut in half. Oh shit. He gives me power. What do I do instead of escaping? Now I'm gonna shoot this motherfucker knowing he didn't give me enough energy to fucking kill him,
Yeah, I'm
obviously.
gonna fucking squander my victory where I can walk the fuck away and then try to make myself better and then come
I
back and
lost
fight him later.
I
Because
lost
those who fight and run away live to fight another day.
I lost the battle, but I can win the war.
Yep.
But now I'm gonna go ahead and lose this battle and this war because of my hubris. Yeah, I get you.
Yep. But now we move on where fucking, like I said, Trakeena trains with the bee putties, realizes that she needs to be really trained. And Maya explains that she can feel Mike through the force, I mean the power as well. So now we move on to episode 15, finally, which is Redemption Day. Huzzah! This is where we would normally fucking stop.
Yes.
Fucking took us goddamn 6 episodes to get to where we normally would stop. But their ship is running out of fuel, so they decide to start siphoning energy from Terra Venture. And the Magna Defender decides he's going to destroy everybody, including Scorpius, because fuck Scorpius. As long as he's dead, I don't give a fuck about the rest of these humans and, not Terra Venture, goddammit, KO-35 motherfuckers.
KO-35, yeah, KO-35 or...
yeah, it's KO-35 or KO-38, I don't give a fuck. These KO motherfuckers and these humans need to goddamn go. Fuck them.
Dude, I like how this episode starts off with them needing to go to the gas station.
Yep, exactly.
But the space gas station's too far, so Terra Venture's like, fuck, man. They're not, and their gas prices are too high, so we're just going to have to steal that shit.
And yes, Shane stream points for RN. I'm going to give you 2,000 because it's 6 episodes and we'd be at Time Force by now. You're not fucking wrong. That's why I said, fuck these goddamn pictures. This right here, my ugly mug and Shane's fucking glowing purple picture are the only motherfuckers that you need to goddamn see, as well as every now and again me holding up this DVD case. Which, yes, I know it's backwards. That's so you can actually see me as if you were facing me. Otherwise, it'd be mirrored and fucking... My kitchen, which is over there, would actually be over the fuck here. And my chair, which is right behind me, would be over the fuck there. So, yeah. But anyway...
But yeah, man, well, I'll be honest with you, that light speed thing is, it might honestly be true. Light speed isn't very good. I do not like it.
Right.
That's going to be a hard one to get through.
Oh,
before
God,
we
it
get
will
to
be.
before we get to a good one, which is Time Force. Because
Right.
Time Force is the shit.
But, long story short here, fucking...
They need to go to the gas station. They can't make it to the gas station, so they're going to Terra Venture to take their gas.
Yep, exactly. And, fucking, like I said, Magna Defender's like, no, fuck it, we're gonna blow up this station and everybody else. Fucking Mike shuts him down, but Freaky Tiki's already there and starts fucking both of them up. Magna Defender explains to Leo that he saved Mike to basically turn him into the Punisher Ghost Rider Ranger. They end up fighting, and Magna Defender's basically on his last leg and tells Leo, hey, if you kill me, you'll free Mike. But Leo says, no, fuck that. So when Magna Defender gets a flashback of his kid, he realizes, oh fuck, maybe I should stop being a prick and, you know, start helping motherfuckers, as opposed to being in this moral gray zone area where if motherfuckers is dead, motherfuckers is dead, and that's all I give a shit about. I don't give a fuck about whether it's humans, KO-35 motherfuckers, or the bad guys, even though really I just want the bad guys dead. Fucking, if everybody's dead, then I fucking win.
Mm-hmm.
So, the Rangers try to stop the reactor meltdown, but they fucking can't. And the fucking fake-ass flowers that Magna Defender's holding from his son ruin the goddamn heartfelt moment of, Daddy, Daddy, you need to be a good guy again. At least it fucking pulled me out of the moment. I was like, oh, this is nice and heartwarming. Goddamn fucking fake-ass shitty plastic shit fuck flowers.
You need to find the goodness deep down.
Yeah, exactly. Shitty 90s writing.
Can't get over that goodness shit.
Right.
I forget they use that quite a bit in this series.
Yeah, exactly. But on the plus side, as Magna Defender keeps moving more and more up this hill where they're shooting them with flamethrowers, it shows that he's getting more and more and more fucked up, which was actually pretty fucking cool. I know that comes directly from the Sentai. That's not like our footage, but their footage. But it's still damn good footage, and it's used really, really, really fucking well. But Magna Defender throws his sword down. It creates a force field around the Rangers. There's a big boom explosion, and Mike is back, and Leo doesn't know what the fuck to do anymore.
I don't know, man. Like, let's see. What do I have?
Whole bunch is
Man,
nothing good.
I sometimes forget. I sometimes forget how at the time that Lost Galaxy was going on, it was the most expensive series we've ever done, well, Ranger series wise, up until uh, some of those effects, man, where Leo and Maya are running, and they jump when they away from the fire.
Right.
I forget how bad some of those effects are, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Like
trust me.
I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. I love Power Rangers. I know how cheesy it can be, or how terrible the writing is, or terrible the effects are, or whatever. I know all about it,
Right.
but it doesn't take it away from the fact that I still love the shit.
Mm-hmm.
But, but like, but yeah, I don't know, man. Magna Defender went kind of you look at him like an anti-hero in some
Right.
ways, but in this episode, it almost like he decided to cross that line because he was like, "Fuck Terra Venture, it's all gone. If I destroy it, I destroy everybody. I win. My revenge is complete."
Right.
But then, of course, because he combined with Mike,
Mm-hmm.
and Mike is a bleeding heart.
Right.
That really affects you because now you got a bleeding heart telling
See,
you can't do that.
I got another thing with Mike, which I'm gonna bring up here in a little bit, because I think that we are almost to that fucking episode. Um, in fact, yes, we are. It'll be right after this one. So in episode 17, yeah, I've got a little bit of a theory on Mike. But if we can move on, let's see. 16 is destined for greatness. So it starts out, hey, we're having a party for Mike coming back, which ends with Leo having a crisis of faith. Now, if you actually watch the intro to this as opposed to skipping them, like I started doing in order to save fucking time and get 19 episodes crammed into 2 fucking days, there's a new intro that show the new fucking Zords that they're going to get here in a few episodes.
Right.
So they already show those motherfuckers off. But Leo gets interrupted while he's trying to pass the power over to Mike by a monster. The
Mm-hmm.
Rangers get fucking captured in mirrors, but you can already tell that Mike has been augmented from his time being inside of the Magna Defender because, okay, we are on a military ship flying, well, hurtling through space, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can agree
Mm-hmm.
on that? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This military force who, when you're in the military, you're supposed to do like, you know, a bunch of push-ups, bunch of sit-ups, bunch of jumping jacks,
There's
some
a lot of
squat thrusts,
exercises.
learn CQC, lift fucking, you know, weights, throw
Yep.
sandbags around, you know, do a bunch of training shit, right? So you're supposed to be a little bit stronger than the average motherfucker. If my ass can struggle picking up like a 50-pound box, these motherfuckers can pick up a 50-pound box like it's a 5-pound box and then go, you sure you got this? And then walk the fuck away like it ain't nothing without really breaking a sweat. Now, they will break a bit of a sweat, but they're not going to sweat near as much as my fat, lazy ass will. That being said, them motherfuckers, when they come up against bee putties, they bang, 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 and shoot at these motherfuckers, and then get shot and fucking fly 50 feet across the goddamn room and like, oh god, I'm defeated.
Mm-hmm.
Mike is able to no morph, no power, no augmentation at the moment. Just fist fight with fucking bee putties like they're goddamn nothing. So clearly he's already been fucking augmented.
Well, those bee putties are at a disadvantage in a way because they don't have hands.
Yeah,
Except for
well,
some of them.
you're
Some
not
of them do.
wrong.
Some of them do because I watched one of them pick something up with actual hands with fingers, and I was
Yep.
like, okay, so you have fingers. Why don't your brethren have them? That seems like a real disadvantage when you only
It's
have stingers
because
for
he
hands.
didn't, and I figured this out as I was watching these. He didn't make the metamorphosis to gain the stinger hands because they
Okay,
all start out as drones, so worker drones. And as a
right.
worker, you need your hands because
Yep. Yep.
this
Yep.
right
Yep.
here, these things right here, are literally what separate human beings from animals. It's not fucking intelligence. It's this. The ability to use thumbs
Hmm.
and pick shit up because it allows you to make tools, like a fork to eat, or a screwdriver to fucking tighten a fucking screw. or to turn a fucking key in a car, or to say, "Go Galactic!" Or
Yeah.
335 enter, which we'll see later.
Definitely we'll see that here very, very soon.
Well, very soon if we can hurry the fuck up, because we've already been goddamn streaming for almost an hour and 5 minutes, and we're only on goddamn episode 16
Yep.
of 30. So.
I know. We'll go a little faster.
Look, I know Jerry has faith, Jake. I'm going to bring his ass up later. He's very important to the goddamn story. We'll get there when we
Jerry.
get there. So, Mike's already augmented. The Rangers get fucking captured in mirrors. Mike saves Leo and they fuck off, to which Leo gets all sorts of pissed off. And now Mike actually explains the alloy that the dog tags are made of actually give them the ability to track the fucking dog tags, because Leo's all, "Where the fuck did we run away? We can't save our friends." And fucking Mike goes, "Dude, I literally ripped off one of my dog tags that you gave me back that were all fucked up from when you got stabbed with the stinger from fucking the jellyfish guy. I stuck one inside of a fucking bee putty's armor. We'll find him in like 2 minutes, dude. We're regrouping. You can't just fucking rush into battle, dumbass. Learn how to lead her."
You got to remember, though, dude, see what I like about this dynamic right here is the fact that, remember that Mike is in the military.
Yep.
He knows how to keep a cool head when the pressure is hitting. Leo was a civilian.
Yep, he was a civvy and didn't know shit.
That snuck aboard, that basically enlisted himself in the military without enlisting because he just put on a suit and started joining people. Then gets teleported to Miranoi, where his brother is the one that pulls the red quasar saber out of the rock, not him.
Yep.
But because of circumstances, given him the fucking sword. See, Leo had to learn to be a leader to earn the power, and that's what I like about this series. Leo's in my top like 6 favorite Red Rangers, along with because I've been reading the chat while you've been talking.
Right.
There's been a misconception. I probably should have explained myself better. I don't hate Lightspeed Rescue. Carter is one of my favorite Red Rangers. He's in top 5.
Right.
The intro music for fucking Lightspeed Rescue is one of my favorites, actually. I don't like the villain of Lightspeed Rescue, really.
No, that's fair.
What makes, because you go from like what we're dealing with now with Trakeena going through her story just as much, like, somebody said it in the chat. This series is more Trakeena's story as much as the Ranger's story. So when they do that, it's kind of like how Astronema was a big plot. You know, you find out that she's Andros' sister, and you find out that she's connected to one of the Rangers. And that's what made her a good villain in my eyes. Divatox, a lot of people give Divatox shit, but she was not that bad of a villain either. Considering
she's a growing villain. She starts out as a fledgling villain and literally grows throughout the series.
She destroyed the command center.
Right.
How many people can say they destroyed the command center? She destroyed the fucking Zeo. Was it turbo power?
Yeah, she destroys the turbo power. In fact, Bill even brings it up. If you go back and listen to the other parts of the Galaxy review, he even brings it up. He goes, how long did we fucking know that bitch was sitting up on the goddamn moon, where we literally could have said, "Oh, Rita Repulsa's on the moon, nuke it." And literally sent up a fucking nuke or an ICBM or some type of fucking rocket to blow up the fucking palace on the goddamn moon and fucking be done with Rita.
Dude, I'm telling you,
they could have done it a million fucking times over. But because they kept playing this fuck game of Zordon needs to hide, Zordon needs to hide, Zordon needs to hide, well then all of a sudden somebody that they don't know shit about because she's just fucking starting. She's literally a rookie and building her fucking way up from being a rookie to being a fucking veteran. Just by fucking around with these goddamn turbo powers and going, okay, alright, look. These guys fucked me up. Let's plant more bombs. And then the bombs stop working, and she goes, ooh, the bombs aren't working. You know what? Let's try something new. Let's see if I can't get other villains who have had experience show the fuck up and try to fuck with the Rangers. Dude. And that starts working for a while.
villains that actually have compelling stories. Like I think a lot of the chat will agree that Time Force's villain had a very compelling plot. He actually was one of the better villains. You can understand why he became a villain, why he's
Right.
like he is. You can sympathize with him and understand. I get why you're doing this. Would I do it if I was in his shoes? You think about that.
Right.
But then you get villains for a series, and this might be an unpopular. I don't know how the fans or the chat will feel or anything about this. But then you get shitty villains like the Machine Empire, who suck ass, in my opinion. I didn't like the Machine
Yeah.
Empire. I didn't very find them compelling. No offense. I know the robots.
Well, look, when it
Maybe
comes to the Machine Empire, though, they're dangerous for the simple fact
is that they were
of,
emotionless robots that have no feelings.
well, yeah,
They
they're basically they're Terminators, but the problem
yes,
is that the Terminator, when going up against humans like John and Sarah Connor and Kyle
yes,
Reese and
yes,
fucking random grunt soldier number 245 in the year fucking 2055, like
yeah.
when you're going up against normal fucking human beings, yeah, a Terminator is going to be
It's terrifying.
motherfucking scary. When you're
It is.
going up against RoboCop as a fucking Terminator, I'm not fucking scared. Fucking RoboCop is gonna whoop the shit out of some Terminators. Why? Because fucking RoboCop is a fucking machine just like they are. He has the same strength, the same power, the same fucking everything. He
Hmm.
just, requires a biogel to keep his human parts going, just like the fucking Terminators do, but he needs it more than they do. And he could just go the fuck out and just bang, bang, bang and shoot a motherfucker in the goddamn dick and blow his fucking dick off
Dude,
and be like, all right, we're done.
I get that there are parts of the Machine Empire that can be terrifying, but when I'm talking about a compelling villain, like
Oh, yeah, in terms of
you look at
compelling, no. I
you
mean,
look
they're
at
more competent. Oh,
yes,
I'll put that
but
in quotes. They're more competent than
you
most of
look.
the other villains, but still.
I mean, they were
Now,
able
the
to fucking
biggest
brain.
problem here, though, because again, we're still on Lost Galaxy, so if we're going to talk other shit, we can only talk up to what we've reviewed so far, which is Galaxy. And in terms of the leaders that we've seen so far, we've seen Jason, we've seen Atami,
Hmm.
we've seen Atami, we've seen Atami, or no, excuse me, I'm sorry. We saw a Jason, a Tommy. We saw an alien. We saw a Tommy again. We saw a TJ. We've seen a fucking an Andros, and now we've seen a fucking Leo. Out of that list of 7 motherfuckers, which is technically only 6 motherfuckers, because Tommy gets to be fucking green leader, white leader. Well, technically he gets to be white leader, and then a red leader, and then a red leader, and then. But you get my
Yes,
point.
yes,
So in
but
terms of
remember,
all of that, I would say Leo is currently the second worst leader that we've seen, in between Andros at number 1 and TJ at number 3. Why? Because quite literally, when they came in to be fucking leader, Andros didn't give a fuck about his team. Hey guys, I'm gonna go do my own thing. Fucking you have fun. You enjoy your Power Ranger adventures. I'm gonna do my own shit. Bye. Leo, he's just a shitty leader because he doesn't know how to fucking lead. TJ was a shitty fucking leader only because he's the kind of motherfucker, like we've said a million times, who would just jump without a fucking plan and figure out the plan as he's falling down the 100 fucking story skyscraper aiming for the fucking ground like a bullet. And if he fucks up, everybody's fucking dead. But usually he's got that luck on his side where
hmm
he doesn't fuck up until Divatox wins and then, oh fuck, now we're screwed.
when you look at the compelling villains, I like the compelling Ranger arc as well.
Right,
When you sit there and you look at like right now, Leo is not the best leader. We get that. In fact, he questions whether or not he deserves the power. That's why he tries to give the Quasar Saber back to his brother.
right,
So right now, because he questions himself, that automatically means that he can't lead. Leaders can question themselves, but when they have to find it in themselves whether or not they have it, what it takes to be a real leader. Leo will become one of the better leaders.
right.
In fact, by the time the series ends, his leadership skills have he got he got +5
Yeah, they
to lead.
definitely improve as time goes on. Which,
Just like
speaking
how
of, since we've already covered that note. Let me delete this note real quick. Which the only thing I wanted to bring up with it was basically that in terms of the
Yes, you're
ranking of the Rangers, pink gets taken out first, yellow gets taken out second. Then later on, I think it goes green, then blue gets taken out. So it actually is in terms of their power. I want to say does dictate their command leadership.
Blue has always been kind of low key, seen as like the second in command, especially in
Mm-hmm.
later Rangers. We
Right.
noticed that in Mighty Morphin it was Zack as the Black Ranger,
Mm-hmm.
and in the Sentai, I believe, he was the Black Ranger was like the second in command. But when you
Well, yeah, but that's because
but
Ghost was also the fucking powerhouse.
it's always been kind of like in later iterations, it's always been kind of like the Blue Ranger is the next one up in line, especially in SPD. They're numbered. They literally have their numbers on their suits.
Yeah.
Blue is number 2.
Right.
So, you know, that's they started doing that. When you look at this series, obviously High would seem like the next like the second in command
Right.
because Damon is just he's the engineer.
Right.
Everybody can do their own leading at their own. Everybody leads differently, and I think every ranger gets an episode where
Yeah.
they command,
Technically, every Ranger ends up getting like 2 or 3 different episodes throughout the
and
series,
you
and
get to
in this one
see
anyway.
how they handle the situation, and every
Right.
ranger always usually comes out on top because they figure stuff out.
Right.
Every ranger, even though I don't wear the red, I'm not the leader.
Right.
Doesn't mean I can't command or I can't do something. How many you look at and I like that Leo is fighting with himself, trying to
Right.
figure out, do I deserve this power? This power was given to me. I
Right.
did not earn it.
Yeah, and like you were trying to say earlier, he hands the saber to Mike and he goes, "Dude, you were supposed to be the red. Fucking you take it." And the yellow skeleton fucking pulls an Undertaker and fucking does the sit up and starts fucking coming at him. And Mike goes, "Leo!" and throws the saber back, and Leo's just like, "Nope, fucking you're dead." And Mike just goes, "See, you were supposed to have this. I
And yeah,
hold it, but you're supposed to be the one to
when
have it."
he holds the sword and the blade glows red.
Yep.
Yeah, that's when he realizes that you were always meant to be the Red Ranger. You are the leader. I
Right.
think I think that's when the doubts started to fade, and then you'll start to see slowly but surely as the episodes go on, his leadership skills will be a little different.
Right.
Not as rash, not as uh Androsy,
Right.
but
And now I'm trying to see what everybody's been
I've been
arguing
reading.
here in the chat about TJ.
Well, they say that TJ became a better leader in space, and
Well,
we've
yeah, he
talked about
most definitely fucking did.
we've talked about how he was a better leader in space than Andros was. And and then they also say that TJ just didn't have enough time to develop as a leader, which he's right. Half that season, Tommy was the Red Ranger.
Right.
TJ gets the latter half of the season, not
Yep.
enough time to really develop as a leader. Hell, he just got introduced. We don't even really know the guy yet.
Right.
So, and then now
Which,
they expect you to be like, okay, so he's leader material, but I've got to see him do something. By the time space comes around, he's been a ranger long enough now that he can put in his 2 cents. Because listen, I led this team on Earth. I may not be the leader now, but listen to what I got to say, Andros. I've made my share of mistakes. Listen to what I got to say,
right.
because being a leader is hard. And
Yep.
I love TJ. I think TJ becomes a really good leader as a Blue Ranger, oddly enough.
Right. And Jaquan even puts it down right here. The sword chooses the Rangers.
Yes,
Because
it
to
does.
be fair, the swords could have been in any goddamn order. Like,
Hmm.
it wasn't specified. Like, the swords themselves are so bland and generic, it doesn't specify pink. Like, pink isn't written in pink Sharpie, and blue isn't written in fucking
Yo,
blue Sharpie, and green isn't written in... Literally, they just pick up a fucking sword and it goes, "Hey, here's your color based off your fucking personality." That's fucking
now,
it.
now you expect the middle sword to be the leader because if you look carefully, it was a little bit higher than all
Yes,
the
it
other
was higher
swords.
than the
So
others,
that
yes,
one,
but...
obviously, if you pull that one, that's obviously probably going to be red.
Right, but even still...
But the other four could have been any one. You're right.
Right.
The sword chooses you, and just like Zordon chose you, and Zordon dictated when he gave you the power what you should be. He
Right.
saw leadership in Jason, gave him red. He saw Trini as a heart as a kind-hearted woman who cares who cares so much for other people. You give her the yellow. Because yellow is heart. We all know
Right.
that. And then they've proved that in so many different fucking Ranger series. Green sometimes is amateur, like he says in the chat, or humor. I know
Right.
Tommy wasn't like amateur, and he was an amateur ranger because by the time he was introduced in like the later teen episodes, I think like 17 or something like that. So
Right.
the other rangers have had some time to be rangers. Yes, he was an amateur. He didn't have much humor. I get it. Tommy wasn't the funniest guy ever.
No, no. Technically, Black was because generally, when it comes down to it, they normally in most of the Sentai seasons they end up
Which is
flipping black to green
black
and
and
green to
green.
black, black to green and green
Mm-hmm.
to black. Very
Yep.
rarely do you end up getting a Green Ranger and a Black Ranger on the exact same team
But
unless
they
it's
did. But they
like
did
a
do that in
sixth
art.
Ranger type of thing, or it's 37 motherfuckers needed to beat one motherfucker.
Well, to be fair, they did it in RPM.
Mm-hmm.
RPM, they just said they instead of putting a pink ranger, they have red, blue, yellow, black, and green.
Right.
And green in that series is most definitely the comic relief.
Right.
The Black Ranger is the stern, serious
Right.
type.
He's the bullheaded like
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
need to be Mr. Strongman rush in. No,
Yep.
I know. But
And then
because we are on a bit of a time limit here, Shane,
I know
unless
we're
you're
on.
okay with going into OT,
I don't care. I don't have nothing going on.
fair enough then. So, if we're gonna move it along a bit here, then, so yeah, so fucking Mike throws Leo his saber. He fucking slashes the shit out of the skeleton. They go and they fucking save the day, and then fucking they pull up the Megazord. They go to fucking fist fight with Mr. Batty, and the Megazord gets put into a mirror. And Deus Ex Morphing Grid has Mike pull the fucking Magna Defender sword and flip, insert, and yeah, he gets to be the fucking Magna Defender. So, after Mike saves the fucking day, you see that there's a council of elders who's actually in charge of everything. So, even though we kept seeing the commander and thinking he's the one that's completely in charge, nah, there's a legitimate council of fucking gray hairs and white hairs fucking walking around going, yeah, remember in my day a fucking candy cost a penny. Okay, Grandma, let's get you back to the nursing home level of elders. Where Mike walks in and the fucking, the general, or yes, the commander goes, Mike, where the fuck have you been? Boy, I oughta, and literally the lady counselor who ends up being one of the more important counselors that you're going to see throughout the series, she
Yeah.
goes, hey, he fucking made it back from the training planet when we thought that we had left him behind. Which means at some point, yeah, they did a fucking tally count and they were like, oh, this motherfucker isn't here? He wasn't on a dropship? Because we didn't do a fucking head count on the goddamn dropship before we left Trading Planet? But yeah, he wasn't there, but he made it back, so fuck it. He's here now. Let it be fine. He doesn't need to be in trouble. So, now we move on to episode 17, where
Stolen Beauty.
I have the biggest theory ever with Mike here. Because we start with mirror, mirror on the wall. Make everybody else ugly, because if there's no other 10s, then my 8 becomes a fucking sex goddess. Because Trakeena literally says, hey, I need you to go the fuck out and steal the beauty from every other woman, because if there's no beautiful women, then I become the only hotness, and I can walk around and do whatever the fuck I want and control whoever the fuck I want. We see this as she's walking down in her normal human form, and every single dude is pretty lady. At least if they're a hetero straight white male. Well, no, I take that back because there were a couple Asians, a couple Hispanics, and I think like one or two black dudes, including fucking Damon, Which, by the way, the actress who plays Trakeena and Damon's actor, they actually did get married in real life. So I'm gonna keep making that joke from now until the end of time.
Did they
Anytime that
really?
fucking Trakeena and Mike are on the screen at the same time, yes. Yeah, they got
I
married.
didn't.
Yeah, it was shortly after they wrapped on this series.
Yeah,
The two of them got married. I want to say they have like 3 or 4 kids together, but they literally got divorced at some point.
but it doesn't matter because at one point, Trakeena did have a really good story. She got a
Hmm.
happy ending at the end of the day.
Yep,
She got,
exactly.
and it
She
was the
got with
power.
the hardest working motherfucker on Terra Venture.
She did. She saw like that man works his ass off.
And then something happened where they split up. So either he quit working hard or she
But
said, fuck
whatever.
him. So I found somebody else who works hard.
But regardless, it's at least for a while she got a happy ending. That's actually kind of ironic.
Right? So she
But
starts walking around. She finds Mike because they know who all the Rangers are when they're fucking unmorphed.
yeah,
So she follows Mike into Ernie's Cantina, which Bulk and Phenomenus are currently running because they got fired because Phenomenus is a bit of a fucking crackpot with his theories compared to other scientists because he's that far intellectually fucking accelerated compared to everybody the fuck else, I guess is the only way to put it.
he's super fucking genius that
Yeah,
he
he's
comes off as
literally
bizarre as hell.
Phenomenus super genius, and everybody else
Hmm.
is damn monster fight because all
Hmm.
these scientists clearly have an IQ of rock. But
Yeah, and I remember I remember this series because I remember Bulk was in the series because they forgot Skull at home. He overslept.
yep, they forgot Skull at home, and I realized as we were in the middle of watching these episodes, this was the series where I fucking quit watching Power Rangers. So, literally, these episodes from here on out, I think, are pretty much shit that I don't think I've ever seen before. Or if I did, it's such a fucking lost memory because I was watching Dragon Ball Z, Gundam, Gundam Wing, fucking Trigun, Outlaw Star, and what the fuck was the other thing that they were playing on Toonami at the time? But yeah, they were
Oh,
basically doing Toonami because Cartoon Network started out. And they were like, hey, fucking anime in the middle of the day, fucking watch it. And I was like, fuck yeah, let's watch that instead of goddamn Power Rangers, along with shitty fucking Next Mutation Turtles, which basically turned me off all Saban products. Because that was Saban's legacy, is making a show so shitty that it ruined the
Zoid.
name of Ninja Turtles.
It was Zoids, by the
Yes,
way.
Zoids, thank you. Because
And
yes,
that
I watched the fuck out of Zoids back in the
I
day.
did. I did too. That shit was awesome.
Yeah, back when it was supposed to be like an actual fucking contest battle as opposed to like trying to be Gundam and turn them into fucking war
So a
machines.
war.
Yes.
Yeah,
Although I did
yeah.
watch that one too.
I liked that one as well, but
Now that I've got a drink in me. So again, we have seen every fucking dude in this fucking show now take pratfalls, almost run each other over because, oh my god, look at that fucking hot chick. Even Bulk and Phenomenus fall over themselves when they see Trakeena in human form, where she literally goes, I'll have what he's having, making a fucking reference to when Harry met Sally
yeah.
and the fake orgasm scene.
Hmm.
And Bulk literally grabs the fucking plate away from Mike and goes, here you go, he can fucking wait for a goddamn burger. Fuck him.
Yep.
So she pours a fucking poison powder into his burger. Mike lucks out and doesn't fucking eat the shit. But Mike also isn't thinking with his dick like every other fucking guy on Terra Venture. So Trakeena decides to follow Mike as he goes to meet up with the gang. To which Leo, Damon, and Kai literally fucking have their tongues hanging out like a goddamn Looney Tune cartoon. As Maya and Kendricks are sitting there like, Earth to guys, what the fuck? It's a
Yeah.
female. Act like you've never seen a fucking pair of titties in your life. What the fuck? And Mike's kind of agreeing with him like, yeah, what the fuck is going on here? So they fuck off, and then all of a sudden the monster shows up, it steals the beauty from fucking Maya and Kendrick's, but doesn't attack Tracy, which is fucking Trakeena's human name as she's going by. And because Men is dumb, nobody fucking puts it together. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I did note this. Fucking Mike, being Mr. Smooth Operator, goes, "So, do you live around here?" "Well, where the fuck else is she gonna live?" And she goes, "I'm new around here." "Dumb bitch, where the fuck else would you live when there's no hospitable planets besides the villain ship?" In which he even comments, "Haha, yeah, you're new around here. Yeah, that's funny, living on a space colony." Let's see, Damon meets his future wife. The guys lose girls because they're idiots, and then they have to try to fight with them. So Mike decides to take Tracy home, and she poisons the fucking lemonade that they're gonna drink. And he pulls a fucking Princess Bride on him by switching the fucking cups around. Gives her the fucking poison cup, drinks the normal fucking shit. And she's like, "Ha, he's fucking dead. No more Magna Defender." And then he pops the fuck up and goes, "I wasn't fooled because the monster didn't target you when he fucking was targeting every other woman." That's bullshit. This is straight up 100,000% bullshit. You know the reason why he wasn't thinking with his fucking dick? It's because Mike is one of three things. He's either bi, pan, or flat out fucking gay.
There also could be some other stuff involved as well. Yep. One thing could be that while yes, Damon and Kai are in the military, Mike is way more hardcore about it. Hardcore training, mental training could also play a part into it. Another also part could be that since him and the Magna Defender were kind of bonded, could be something to do with that as well.
I'll give you the Magna Defender because I'm going to tell you right now, I have family members and friends. I'm going to use that term loosely with friends because I don't really associate with them anymore. They were basically friends of friends. But I know people who were in the military. Well, okay, Nick is a friend and he was in the military, and his sister is a friend, and she is currently in the military.
Right.
But I know motherfuckers that are in the military where the first chance they get, they see a hot bitch, they're fucking jumping. And let's be honest, Mike, Kai, and Damon were all in the military at the exact same fucking time.
Yes.
The exact same fucking time. While Damon wasn't doing the actual hardcore, like, do jumping jacks, run fucking till your feet hurt and gain blisters like fucking Kai and Mike were goddamn doing. He was still in the what would be the Army Corps of Engineers for here in the United States, where their job is they're part of the military, and again I put that in quotes because while they are the Army Corps of Engineers, so they are from the Army but then move into an engineering division, they technically have military status, but at the same time they fucking don't. They're more almost reservist kind of thing. But either way, he still would have been militarized in the way that these motherfuckers were. He wouldn't have done the boot camps and shit the way they were, but he still would have learned military ranks, chains of commands, normal operation shit that he's supposed to. And these motherfuckers, at the first goddamn chance, the dudes that I fucking know who came back from fucking Iraq and Afghanistan during the fucking, the war that fucking broke out in Iraq after fucking 9/11 and shit, them motherfuckers, the first chance they get, they're drinking, they're smoking, they're fucking enjoying drugs, they're fucking bitches, they're chasing tail, they're doing whatever the fuck that they goddamn can. Why? Because they can't fucking do that in the military. And currently, they're technically reservists because while, yes, the military is the police force on this goddamn colony, they get fucking days off more than most normal people in the military do.
That's true.
Because every other fucking day while these motherfuckers go to their military job, they could still have their fucking weekends free to party it up on a Saturday and Sunday. Fuck yeah, let's party.
But at the
Mike,
same time,
he doesn't give a fuck. So it's either, you're right, it's either the Magna Defender fucking is able to pull him aside and be like, hey, look, something ain't fucking right here. So he's not thinking with his dick, or...
We ain't about that.
Right. Or because I believe at this point in the 90s, don't ask, don't tell was still a big thing. He's either
Was it?
secretly gay and was hitting on her to keep up fucking, like to keep suspicions off of him from wanting to fuck dudes. Or, like I said, he's bi and he did want her, but because there's plenty of fucking dudes over here and plenty of fucking chicks over here, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go after whatever the fuck I want to go after. It could
Was
also
it?
be another thing where instead of being attracted to physical beauty, he could also be a personality person. Because let's be honest, or at least let me be honest here. I'm bi. I know this. It took me a while to fucking figure it out, but yes, I'm bi. But when it comes down to it, when it comes to dudes, I prefer personality over looks. I don't give a fuck if you're a ripped jack, like ripped up jack looking like Leo fucking 8-pack having motherfucker. If you've got a decent personality, yeah, sure, I'll fucking date you. I'll make out with you. I'll suck your dick. I'll do whatever. I don't give a fuck. That's me. When it comes to women, I rate it because everybody gives, oh, well, that woman's a 10. Oh, she's fucking super hot. No, I give you two scores. I give you a personality score and I give you a physical beauty score. And while, yes, I will be a typical fucking guy and I will stare at a woman's ass and tits, I'm going to focus on your personality more than anything. Like, if anybody has seen my wife as she walks through the background, most dudes would look at my wife and go, ugh. Why you married to the fucking hunchback of Notre Dame looking motherfucker? Because she's got a 10 on personality. If I'm being a shallow motherfucker, yeah, her looks are at about a 6. But the personality fucking makes up for it more. So if Mike's a personality type of guy, okay, yeah, she could be some sort of fucking hotness, but if she's a stuck-up bitch, and let's be honest, Trakeena's a fucking stuck-up bitch, you ain't gonna have nothing to fucking do with her. So that could be it as well.
There's a multitude of different
Right.
reasons, but I believe that, or maybe Mike is just hardcore and it's like, you know what, fuck you all.
There's that possibility too, but
It would just
I
be
got no
hardcore.
clue.
No clue.
Either,
No clue. I never
either
really
fucking
thought.
way.
Honestly, I never really, to be completely real with you, I never really thought about it when I saw this as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why was
Shit,
he the
not
only
even
one
as a kid.
unaffected?
It literally started dawning on me in the middle of this episode. There's a smoking hot babe in front of you. The most you got is, so you new around here? That's your fucking pickup line? That is the corniest, useless fucking pickup line ever. Like, what kind of a fucking dumbass are you to think, oh yeah, that's the smooth, slick line? Unless you're a gay guy who's trying to keep up appearances of, oh fuck, people can't know that I'm gay and want to fucking make out with my commander.
This show did come out in the late 90s.
Right, the
So
late 90s / early 2000s, where again, in the military, being gay was frowned upon. Just like
yeah,
right now, where being trans in the military is starting to be frowned upon, even though I agree with comedian Christopher Titus. If I were the president, I would purposely draft transgendered people to be in the military, because who the fuck is going to come after you? Ah, sir, the Americans are here. They've sent over their most elite forces. Ah, who do they send? Well, sir, they've sent the trans seals. Ah, who are these trans seals? Well, sir, they're men who chopped off their penises. Oh, so it was torture. No. No, sir, they did it themselves and paid for it. I give up. You did something that drastic? You literally fucking chopped off your own dick to have a vagina? Or you literally fucking chopped your tits off and fucking sewed up your vagina to turn it into a dick? You're fucking hardcore. I watch hardcore wrestling where fucking Mick Foley jumps into fucking thumbtacks. It gets hit in the face with a fucking barbed wire baseball bat. You are 1,000 times more hardcore than that. You're more hardcore than fucking New Jack, who literally stabs motherfuckers in the ring with a knife. You're 1,000 times more fucking hardcore than that motherfucker who literally commits hate crimes on motherfuckers. I bow
sorry.
down to you, sir or madam. depending upon preferred gender.
I'm sorry, dude. I can't get over it.
Like, I'm sorry, but no, that's one of those things where if you're willing to sign up and serve our country to fucking be in the military and protect America, I'm all for it. Fucking, god damn it, why'd you gotta turn on the lights? You fucking up my white balance.
I don't.
Oh, you're gonna make food? Ah, it's fine, babe. But yeah, no, that like, I'm sorry, if you want to sign up and goddamn, save our country, fucking God bless, I don't give a fuck.
There you go.
I don't care if you like vaginas, penises, both. You fucking love taking it in the ass. You love like the only way that you can fucking come is somebody's got to punch you in the eye 6 times. I don't give a fuck.
What
Do you, boo boo? Do you?
What you do in your
What you
personal
do in the
life,
bedroom is your own fucking shit. I don't give a fuck.
what you do in your personal life does not affect my personal life. And
Exactly.
if it does, then I'll let you know. But if it doesn't, I don't care.
All that soapboxing and grandstanding aside.
But yeah, all that stuff. So we're gonna have to speed this up a little bit, otherwise
We're gonna have to speed this up a lot. So, long story short, fucking the power-up mode fixes the damage to the Megazord, and then Trakeena fucks off, and then is told, "Hey, get in the fucking cocoon or else," and this is where she fucks off. Which means from the end of episode 17, so if we start here on 18, which is the rescue mission, until 21, which is Heir to the Throne, which is 4 episodes, I'm pretty sure these 4 episodes happen at the exact same time as 21, where she's off on Desert Planet training. So, let us move along. So, episode 18, I don't really have too much to say here. Other than the fact that they get a random SOS message from an alien ship. And this episode is quite literally a reference to Aliens. So the second Alien movie. Where the military shows up on the planet that Ripley found the first alien on. And yeah, game over, man, game over. Because the military is apparently trained on 80s action films. But the crew, they end up going in, they find a fucking book.
Yep.
And then they get captured by the Predalien, is the only way to put it, from AVPR. So the Alien Predator hybrid, because that's what the fuck it looks like. It moves like a Scorpion-class xenomorph, but it looks like it's built and even has little face hooks, like it's a fucking predator, like at any moment it's gonna go, Mah! And Mike's gonna have to go, "You are one ugly-looking motherfucker." As Leo's sitting in the back being like, "I need mud! I need to cake myself in mud! It's season heat!" But they lose the book. They go and they end up finding the crew. After they go and they find the fucking crew, they pull them out of their little cocoons. Kai starts making more leader decisions because, fucking Leo can't fucking leader, I guess. They're going to get out. Again, space finally shows that it has air pressure as they dock away from the ship, and they open the door into space and all the air's being sucked out. And I'm like, that wouldn't happen, because if there's breathable atmosphere in space, you wouldn't end up having blowout from opening the fucking door. But okay, I guess now we're gonna go with there's no air to breathe in space at literally this episode, when other episodes before have shown that there's air to breathe in space. Whatever. And then Kai Ex Machina, because Mike tells Leo to jump, so Leo jumps. Mike says, "Don't worry, man, I'm right behind you," because, that worked out so well last time. And as Mike goes to go, he gets fucking his shoe grabbed, and Leo grabs a hold of him, and now that he has an actual hold of his arm, he goes, "I ain't letting you go, brother!" And fucking Kai just zooms in and slaps the shit out of the monster and goes, "Hey, we're getting the fuck out of here." And everybody fucking ends up back on Terra Venture, and no Megazord, no nothing. This is quite literally almost a 100% humans-only episode, which is actually pretty refreshing and neat. So this is
Sometimes it's nice when they do that. Sometimes it's nice. Like, I like the costumes. I like when they morph and stuff. I like when the music, kicks it up a notch. But there's times where they just when they stay themselves. They don't rely on their power, and they try to get out of the situation without relying on that power. Because I think it's important to not forget how to do something without the power, in case you lose the power.
Right.
You don't want to be helpless, like, oh man, I relied so much on the power. Dude, I'll be honest with you, Mystic Force, which is not one of the best series in my opinion, but did have a little story arc where they took for granted the magic that they had, and they were using it for everyday, like they were just being super lazy and doing it for like to do their chores and stuff, clean the
Right.
shop, all that, and it shows, and when their powers get taken from them, it shows them how much they took their powers for granted,
Right.
stuff like that. You need to know how to be able to handle yourself without the power. So
Right.
doing this episode without morphing, the breath of fresh air, because you got to remember how to do stuff without it.
Right.
I mean,
Exactly.
Mike, you're in the military. You're a hardcore military guy. Use that training before you became the Magna Defender. You were hardcore before you were the Magna Defender. Now you're
Mm.
just now you're just augmented. So now you're more of a badass. But don't forget that you still know how to lead and do the things that you need to do, because you didn't have that power before.
Right.
So, but that's how
Exactly.
I like episodes like that. So,
Exactly. But now we're going to move on to something completely different. In episode 19 and
the law.
technically 20, The Lost Galactabeast Part 1 and 2,
Yep, this is a
where
two-parter.
Deviat, one of the new minions, basically shows up, and he's going to be a mainstay for, I'm going to presume, almost until the fucking end of the show. So this motherfucker shows up in episode 19, and he's still there pretty much well into episode 30, which we're hoping to hit today. I know technically we've only got 15 minutes, but again, Shane and I don't really have anything else important to do other than I've got to go to work tonight, and
Well, we're gonna get
fuck
to a
them.
point. We're gonna get to a point here very soon, and I'll let you know. Because remember, I didn't finish all the episodes.
Oh no, that's
Yeah,
fine. Worst case
and
scenario,
and
I
I'll
can describe them to you.
and I'll let you know where I stopped off at.
No, that's fine. So yes, so we get to the Lost Galactabeast. So Deviat shows up, tells Scorpius, "Hey, I got 3 Megazords. I'm gonna give them to you in exchange for using the cocoon that your daughter didn't want." He says, "No, fuck that. I'll give you the cocoon if you could show me how powerful these fucking Megazords are." So the science crew, including Kendricks, are trying to decipher the book, and they can't figure it out because the book is literally written in tarot symbols, I believe is what they are. Basically, your damn it, why can't I think of the fucking name of the shit? Horoscopes. So it's all the horoscope symbols, like fucking the zodiac. There we go, fucking brain. But they're trying to figure it out. Maya's talking to the Galactabeasts as Damon and Kai are getting attacked. They get defeated and then captured, in which Damon and Kai are forced to fight each other, so that way then fucking Deviat can use their Ranger powers to basically power up the Megazords to full power, in quotes. Um, Kendricks figures out that there's 3 more Zords after she finds a ripped out page of the book. Then Leo figures out that the other 2 are missing, in which Damon and Kai are literally so fucking worn out from fighting each other that they
Mm-hmm.
can't fucking do a goddamn thing to each other anymore, other than like take a hit and then fall over being like, oh fuck. So eventually Kai gets knocked on his ass, and Damon basically feigns an attack. Oh, hey, Jeremy's online. And our disembodied voice popped up, ladies and gentlemen. God fucking damn it. Why the hell did fucking Steam need to show that? Anyway, because now I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, right. So this is why we have notes, people. So Damon feigns an attack where he's literally going to fucking do the coup de grace on Kai, throws his fucking saber, breaks the machine that's controlling them, and they're able to get the fuck away. Um, Deviat purposely allows them to use their finisher move so that way then he can do the full charge, calls on the Zords, and the Megazord will not fucking attack the other evil Megazords.
Mm-mm.
The Rangers could have been ended, but riiiiight says, nah, fuck on that. I'm going to go get the power bump before then. And he's told, no, kill the fucking Rangers, and then your motherfucking ass could get this shit, because Scorpius isn't fucking stupid.
Which is the smartest thing to do. If the Rangers are, if you have a chance to kill them and you're a villain, kill
Yep.
them,
Kill
then go
them.
get your power. Because
Yeah,
then you
fuck
got
'em.
nothing. Then you can literally skip your way to the power. You don't have nothing to worry about.
Yep, exactly.
But
Then
no,
at
we're
that
gonna.
point, because you're already being a fucking devious, backstabbing bastard, you can literally, hey, look at that, I killed the Power Rangers. Oh, thank you, riiiiight. Ah, no worries, Scorpius, no worries. Now, I want you to come here, buddy. I need to talk to you. Really, want to stab your ass in the motherfucking goddamn eyeball.
Yep.
What happened to Scorpius? Oh, fuck Scorpius. I'm in goddamn charge. Now get the fuck out of my way. I'm getting in that goddamn cocoon. I'm gonna rule the motherfucking galaxy. I don't give a fuck how much training his daughter's doing. I'm gonna fucking whoop her ass. Like she ain't a
But
motherfucking
because
thing.
but because I do stupid villain stuff, I'm gonna be like, nah. I want to gloat. I'm gonna go get ultimate power real quick, then come back and beat your ass and give you guys time to regroup, figure a plan out, and destroy me later.
Right. So,
But
oh, hey Angel, glad you're able to make it now. But yes, so Kai and Kendrick start working on decoding the book in order to get the other Zords as riiiiight, which now moves into 20.
yep,
Goes
part
back, is
two.
told, no, kill the fucking Rangers, then you get your power up. So he gives the controller to a minion because, that fucking works out well every goddamn motherfucking time this happens.
Yes, it's that part where like, okay, well, I'll destroy the Rangers. You destroy them while I walk away. Don't watch what happens. That way, something will eventually go wrong. I'm going to die probably here soon. Because that's that trope that where the main guy is like, I have the chance to take out the hero
Mm-hmm.
in this shit now, but I'm gonna give it to my minion. I'm gonna walk away because I got better things to do than to watch the person that I've been wanting dead to die.
Yeah. No, he pulls a Bond villain hardcore where, do you
Yep,
expect me to talk? No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. Now stay here as I walk the fuck away from your death trap and don't watch you fucking die!
yep, exactly. It's that trope. So
But Leo gets the bright idea where he's going to take his bike and self-sacrifice to destroy the evil Zords. The colony goes on full alert with Mike calling the orders to the military as green, red, and blue, so fucking Leo, Kai, and Damon, purposely go heading into the trap so Maya can bring the Galactabeast to the Zords themselves as a distraction. Because that's apparently the only thing Maya's good for, and Kendricks keeps reading the fucking book.
well, Maya has a connection with the Galactabeast, so
Right,
she's
exactly.
obvious. She would have been my choice to go talk to him too.
Right. But let's see. Leo's almost caught in a trap because I believe Damon goes down first, then Kai goes down, and then Mike's about to get caught, and then fucking Mike saves his ass. Um, right as Kendricks finally figures out, oh, those evil Megazords are the three missing Zords. So she shows up just in the nick of time to stop Leo from fucking literally nuking his bike into the back of the fucking evil Zords. Evil. So the Rangers end up going over to where the fucking henchman has a controller. They literally do a gore. So they pull a rhino and they fucking gore his ass off the fucking building. And they fucking start whooping ass. Let's see. The other Zords snap out of it. Let's see. They do the fuck you, fire the everything to kill everybody. And then riiiiight decides just to kill Scorpius to get into the cocoon. Because why the fuck didn't you have that plan first? Oh, my last note. Here we go. So this is the only important part of all of it. Aside from now we have 3 new Zords. One is a carrier Zord that has a fuck you, fire the everything blast. And then the 2 other Megazords that are going to show up and they're fully autonomous and can whoop shit just because. Gentlemen, we have traveled 14 light years away from Earth, so we couldn't go back now even if we wanted to. Shane, I have a
Yes.
very important question for you.
And what is that question?
So, we found out when the Magna Defender died, because
Mm-hmm.
of course his spirit died, but the power's still there. Um,
Correct.
when he died, inside of the mountain biome, they
Yep.
they hid a nuclear reactor, correct?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. All right. No, that's very important. Okay. So, if there's nuclear reactors,
Mm-hmm.
do you know what a nuclear reactor does?
Yes.
Oh, what's a nuclear reactor do?
Terrible shit.
Like what?
Well, it can run your planet with nuclear energy.
Mm-hmm.
It can destroy your planet
Mm-hmm.
with kaboom.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 Yeah.
It could also destroy your planet by making you sick because of the radiation poisoning.
Yes, it can, but those are all from critical failures. What does it do when there's not a critical failure, Shane?
Ooh, actually, to believe it, if you like, eventually doesn't it degrade over time?
It will degrade over time, yes, but they have traveled 14 light years. Now, I want you to know that a light year is a distance,
Mm-hmm.
okay? It's
Mm-hmm.
something that measures distance, like a mile or a kilometer or a foot or a
Yes.
meter, or it's
Yes.
it's a measurement of distance. How
Correct.
far does light travel within 1 year's worth of time? They have
Yeah.
traveled a distance over the course of, I don't know, let's say, because we're on to episode 20, let's say that they've gotten, a couple extra downtime days in between, because even though, yes, every single episode of Power Rangers is supposed to be the next day, sometimes they do end up skipping some shit
Well, it's
where,
usually the monster of the week because these
right, it's
episodes
a
come out
monster of the
weekly.
week. So, yes, catch up, please. Um, do what? Yeah, go ahead and put it on top of the salmon patties. Sorry, my wife's making dinner, so now I'm about to make a fucking ass out of myself and annoy the shit out of everybody by eating as I'm supposed to be talking. Because my wife got hungry and decided it's time for my dinner, her lunch. Um,
Yay.
but a nuclear reactor, because I have it pulled up right here. A typical nuclear reactor produces 1 gigawatt, or if you prefer Back to the Future, 1 gigawatt of power. So specifically electricity. Now,
Right.
obviously, this ship isn't fully running off of just electricity. It does happen to have, rocket fuel and shit like that to power the engines.
Mm-hmm.
But luckily, one of the things that electricity does have the ability to do is to become plasma. Because, electricity actually is plasma, which is a state of matter. And wouldn't you
Mm-hmm.
happen to know it, but plasma actually does have the ability, especially in space, to propel shit! And
Yeah.
considering the fact that we saw that when the evil ship, I can't think of what they call it, the Scorpion Stinger or whatever the fuck, the
Yeah.
little
Yeah. It's the.
PS1 fucking CG going like this fucking Scorpion ship that they got.
I think it's the Scorpion Stinger.
Yes. That motherfucker was siphoning off electricity and not gasoline.
I know.
Now, I want to explain something to you. Renewable energy sources. Solar panels usually produce anywhere from 250 to 400 watts of power. Watts. Enough to power a light bulb. Now, mind you, that is through one solar panel, okay? One singular solar panel is 250 to 400 watts. This motherfucking thing is about as big as the state of fucking Texas, if not the size of the entirety of North America. And I'm talking from Alaska all the fucking way over to the ass and tip of, oh fuck, I'm sorry Canadians, but I want to say Nova Scotia, I think? I'm probably fucking wrong because I'm an American, my geography is fucking horseshit. All the way fucking down to about the Panama Canal size. You could put solar panels every fucking where on the outside of this motherfucking ship. Yes, you might be blocking some motherfuckers' windows where they can look out into the blackness of space and see the nothing that's going on.
Well, sometimes they will come across stuff that will be beautiful to see. Like they'll pass a star that you'll be able to look out and like, wow, look how close we are. I can actually
Yeah,
see
look how
that.
close we are to that red giant sun. But
Or
either way,
like,
they can still put up enough where it's a renewable energy source that will, thank you, baby, that will quite literally allow these motherfuckers to produce the same, if not fucking more, than that nuclear generator. Okay? So that's issue number motherfucking 1. Issue number 2, we've already seen the motherfucking breezes that we get on this planet. Let's see. Onshore wind turbines create 2.5 to 3 megawatts. So you're looking about a tenth, okay? And this is a turbine. Can produce 1/10 of the fucking power of a nuclear reactor. I'm sorry, don't we have a fucking Rocky Mountain biome? Don't we have an ocean biome in this motherfucker? Don't we have like a big old fucking field biome in this motherfucker? Where the wind blows the goddamn trees in half? You can't just fucking put up a fuck ton of goddamn... No, apparently that's too much. You can't put up like a fuck ton of windmills and literally create enough energy where you're not going to fucking run out of power. But the commander quite literally says, and I will read it again, gentlemen, we have traveled 14 light years away from Earth. We couldn't go back now if we wanted to. So you only have enough power to travel 27 light years away from Earth? Where the fuck are you going? What planet are you fucking heading towards? Because I don't know how far fucking Eltar is, but I do know in the movie, non-canon, but in the fucking movie they said, there's a power. It's going to take you 28 days and some cheese sandwiches. Go. If we go with actual fucking canon storyline of, here's Ninjor, they still have to travel to go get a power. The travel takes them 1 week. They're traveling at the speed of light 1 fucking week. These fucking dipshits have been in space for 1 month and went 14 light years. Where the fuck are they going, Shane?
why it's called Lost Galaxy. They're lost.
No fucking shit, they're lost. They are more lost than my ass losing GPS as I'm on a backcountry road, not knowing where the fuck I'm going. They are lost as a motherfucker. The only landmark you can see is fucking cow asshole and fucking cornfield. That's it.
Well, I do appreciate how you did explain to me and the audience how nuclear and speed of light works. So I'd like to, I would like to ask a favor of you. Is there any way that next time, our next episode, we can bring back Professor Seth to talk more about his theories of the multiverse?
Oh, I most definitely can, but that depends. Are you wanting to do some overtime and go an
No, I'm
extra
not.
hour, or do you want to call it here?
I'm not going to be able to go an extra hour, unfortunately. But I figure since we're on the 2-part one right here, let me look real quick.
No, we just finished the 2-part. We should be on episode 21, Heir to the Throne. So if you're cool with going maybe an extra
21,
15 minutes, we can
20,
knock out that one.
An Evil Game is the last one I watched. So episode 22.
Oh, so
So
you're a
we
bitch.
so we do this episode and the next episode. Then when because we're gonna have to probably break this into at least an 8-parter, with us finishing 23 through 30, and then finishing up the 31 through 45. This will probably have to end up being an 8-part fucking review, which eventually, when we do the next series, we're gonna have to not do so many parts. We got to break that crap down.
Well, who knows? Because at the same time, the only reason why we're doing this one today is because Bill got forced. Nick is still he's still dealing with what he's dealing with. Again, I don't want to give out his personal shit because that's his own personal shit. But
I understand.
Yeah, he's still dealing with the issues in his family right now. So it was just you and I figured you and I we could knock out a bunch of fucking episodes.
Oh, I think no, it's fine. It's just
oh no, like I said, if you want to get to 22, that means that we literally knocked out 10 more fucking episodes. And we did it a hell of a lot fucking faster than we knocked out from episode 1.
Oh, yeah.
Until fucking episode 11, which took 5 2-hour episodes.
Eventually, depending on how long we keep doing this, eventually these series do get much shorter, as in
Right.
they do eventually drop down to 20 episodes.
Yeah, which will make it a hell of a lot easier.
And
But
then if you get into the Netflix stuff, that stuff like the new one that just came out, that's only 10 episodes.
yeah, I was gonna say probably 10 to 12. But to be fair, I haven't paid for Netflix in like
I know, but
about a fucking year, because the
but dude,
last thing that I remember watching was the fucking Now and Forever, because we had to watch it and
dude,
write notes and do that. But yeah,
because we're doing this in order of when the Ranger series released, we're not going to get to the Netflix one that just
for a
came out
long
because
time.
dude, you're talking years. Unfortunately, how long it takes for us to do this, we
Right.
don't because Netflix doesn't have all the Ranger series anymore. We're not able to watch them as easily. We have to go out and buy them now. So,
Well, to be fair, it is
but
better for us to actually have physical copies of the shit any goddamn way. But even
with
if
this thing,
Netflix doesn't have them, I'm pretty sure some of them may still end up being on other things. Like, I haven't checked Paramount,
so
but
we're
because
gonna
Paramount does have Nickelodeon, it might have some of the Nickelodeon Rangers on there. And I haven't checked Disney Plus, but Disney Plus may have the Disney Rangers on there.
I
So
would
who
have
fucking
to
knows?
I would have to check, but
Same.
with that being said,
That
it's gonna be
that and with Disney actually fusing Hulu and Disney Plus together.
yeah.
If it ends up being on Hulu, then it's on fucking Disney Plus, and yeah, then we may have
But
access to
that's
it.
gonna but
But
that's gonna be a tough thing to do. I don't think we're ever gonna finish this whole thing. This is just a nice thing to do every once in a while.
right,
But with that being said, we might as well just go ahead and finish the last two episodes that I watch,
no, that's
which
fine.
would be Heir to the Throne.
Since you bitch the fuck out hardcore, because I think I got through. I
You
think
got
I
through all of it.
made it. Yeah, I did. I think I made it to 21 yesterday. That was the last one I watched. And then this morning I literally ran the fucking gauntlet of 22 to 30. Asshat.
Unfortunately, here's the thing. Now let me break it down to what happened. Okay, real quick before we finish these last two episodes.
So here's what happened.
I had set my alarm to
Mm-hmm.
get up at a certain time because I had it planned out that if I get up at this time and watch it from here to this time, I will finish.
Mm-hmm.
I got up 2 hours later than I wanted to. That killed me.
Mm-hmm.
That killed because I would have finished. I didn't. My alarm went. I don't remember the alarm ever going off. In fact, I woke up randomly, looked at my phone, saw what time it was, got up, and went back out to the living room and started watching it.
Right.
If I would have gotten up a couple hours earlier, I would have finished it. But that's fine because I can finish it up later whenever we decide to do this again. You've got your notes, so you're still good to go.
Right.
Um, I'll be fine. I just got to watch them. A lot of this stuff will come back to me. Remember, I watched a lot of Power Ranger series, and I still watch some of the Power Ranger series now. I'll still try to go back and watch some if I can find them. And
Right.
like I said, I own some of them now, so it's going to be easier for me to watch the ones that I really enjoyed.
Right.
So,
And to
but
be fair, Jaquan Collins here even called it out. He said YouTube has a bunch of the Power
yes, he's
Rangers
right.
channels that have all the episodes and seasons on them. So, I mean, to
He's
be fair,
right.
if you got YouTube, you could do it that way too. But,
Also,
Bill, if you're still listening, I want you to know Shane's excuse for not doing the assignment was, see, what had happened was I fell asleep and then didn't wake up.
which is a viable excuse. So, yeah, and it's going to
Yes,
be the
ma'am.
excuse I stick with.
Oh, Prime has Power Rangers? Well, yes. But the problem with Amazon Prime is sometimes when it comes down to it, that's you have to buy the shit.
You have to actually pay for it.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
actually on there as part of the subscription? Oh, there's a Power Rangers channel. Well, yeah, but fucking the Power Rangers channel doesn't mean shit because it's not going to let me select the specific episodes. For fuck's sakes, the last couple of mornings you've been watching the Three Stooges channel and the 1960s Addams Family channel, and they play like the same 7 fucking episodes on a loop.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, so in terms of that could be you have to buy that shit because I decided I wanted to watch Dexter's Lab. And they have it, but it's you got to buy that motherfucker to watch it through there.
You got to buy the whole thing. Yep.
Right. Or
So it's gonna be tough to do all that stuff.
Yeah, you have to buy them.
That's
Especially
what I
with
fucking thought. Thank you, baby. Now, because it is already 2:10, and we want to get through these last two episodes, let's bum rush this shit.
12:10.
So, the baddies say that they still can't find Trakeena, who ended up on a fucking desert planet where she drops her staff. It's the same
Onyx.
desert
She's on
planet
the
that has
planet
that
Onyx.
Wild West bar in it that fucking Andros ended up going to in the last season.
This is the planet Onyx, just to let you know.
Okay, thank you. So, yes, so it's Planet Onyx. Trakeena gets into a bar fight and shows how weak she actually is, but Villamax steps in, saves her ass, and offers to train her, and she accepts. Now we get a training montage. It's a training montage.
Unlocking her potential.
Mm-hmm. And while she's doing the training montage, the idiot rangers fall into a trap that was set up, as well as Scorpius falls into the exact same trap by Mr. Backstabber himself. Trakeena finally gets sick of the training and shows that she's ready for the real shit. And the Rangers the Rangers show up, and they start getting fucked over by Scorpius, but they turn the tide and take him out in heavy quotations. Trakeena finishes her Jedi training. Her training. Sorry, slip of the tongue there. All these outer space shows, it's hard to keep track of what you're training to become.
Right.
But she finishes her training. So she goes back to the bar, fucks up the guys that fucked her up the first time around.
Doing a Superman fucking move where when Clark gets his powers back, he goes back to that bar just to beat that guy up because
just for the fuck of it, because he's an asshole.
He petty.
Yep, exactly.
So that's exactly what that is.
Kegler shows up and tells Trakeena that Scorpius was fucked up. She heads back with Villamax. She gets home just in time to stop riiiiight, who set the whole shit up, from getting into the cocoon. And Trakeena gets a sad farewell and a new staff as Daddy says, "Trakeena, rule the galaxy for me." Trakeena heads off to kill the Rangers, who are currently relaxing like nobody else is going to show the fuck up and ruin things. Which moves us into episode 22, which I just closed the fucking DVD like a jackass. An evil game. So, Kegler is in the middle of locking up the cocoon under Trakeena's orders, which pisses off riiiiight, who then says that he knows where the Red Ranger is to get everybody to fuck off, so he can try to use the cocoon, but he can't because it's literally under lock and key. riiiiight decides to make a fucking backroom deal to take out Trakeena as Kegler shows up, saying that she wants riiiiight to help Villamax take out the Rangers. Leo and Kai are currently training as Villamax shows up and takes him out. Leo does protect Kai as Kai then calls for backup, but they both get fucked up. And everybody gets captured, which forces Leo to give himself up to save everybody else.
Yep.
Villamax decides, hey, we said we'd let them go. We're going to let them go. Which proves that Villamax is the honorable one, not fucking Ecliptor. You guys were in the wrong series, chat. Wrong series. You guys kept saying, no, Ecliptor is fucking honorable. No, Ecliptor isn't fucking honorable. He's a fucking prick. But Villamax says, you know what? We said that we were going to let you motherfuckers go if the Red Ranger comes with us. We're going to let you go. So, Trakeena then opens up the fiery butthole in the ground that fucking Mike got sent into. And Leo is about to be pulled in when he grabs a hold of the true hero of the show, Jerry! Because right as the butthole's about to close up on him, Jerry flies the fuck out like, nope, fuck this, and fucks off with Leo stuck to his back. riiiiight decides to point Villamax in the wrong direction towards, nothingness, and sends Trakeena towards Leo, hoping that Leo is going to fuck her up, and if he fails, his two backup motherfuckers are going to fucking take care of it. Leo shows how ripped he is by fucking up his Hulk Hogan shirt tear.
Oh yeah, dude. I watched him. He struggled a little bit. He didn't get it completely, but
Oh
it's
no, he
fine.
almost didn't get it the fuck at all. It took him like 3 pulls, and he
I
still had a
know.
little band around like just underneath of his fucking navel.
I get it. I get it, but it's fine. Like, dude, I'll be honest with you. This, like I said, I don't know if this is the first time they did this in the series, but they were like, you know what, dude, just rip your shirt off, dude. Just show them what you got. You're an
Right.
augmented ranger. Show what you got.
I'm sorry, I would have yelled cut. If I was the director, I would have yelled cut. Said get him another ripped up shirt and said try it again.
I would have given it another take or two, to be fair,
Right.
but it's fine. It's whatever.
Let's see. The others are on their way as Leo attempts to hold Trakeena off. Deviat takes out the force field to let his minions in to take out Trakeena, but she dispatches him quickly. And Deviat kills the very last one himself to make sure that that motherfucker doesn't talk and say, hey, yeah, no, Deviat is the one who fucking hired us to fucking murder you.
Mm-hmm.
Leo tries to fuck off and fails, and the others show up just in time to get zapped by Trakeena, and then form the Zoid. Fuck,
Zord.
I can't talk. Yes, to take out the Zord, to take out the last motherfucker, the dude that, god damn it, Deviat fucking killed himself.
Right.
After they take him out, Trakeena shows up and says, hey, it might not be today, but one of these days I'm gonna fucking murder, death, kill your asses, and then she fucks off. And then Kegler decides to spy on Deviat, as Villamax gives him a dagger saying, hey man, thanks for saving Trakeena. And he starts suspecting that fucking Deviat is the one who's literally doing all the conniving backstabbing currently and fucking everything up. And with that, now that I've backspaced all of my goddamn notes, it's still saying that I have 34 pages of notes, but I'm pretty sure that shit's fucking wrong. Let's see. Yeah, I've got several blank fucking pages now. So I have 13 more fucking pages of notes for the next, let's see, from 23 to 30. That should be 8 fucking episodes left to go. Is 13 goddamn pages of notes. So
I know. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back with what somebody said in the chat. Now that we're to answer one of the questions, we kind of glossed. We didn't really. We kind of paved over it because it was so pathetic that it should have been worth paying attention to, at least talking about a little bit more. But instead, we didn't really talk about it at all. The question is Scorpius weaker than Lord Zed? Absolutely.
Yes.
Here's why. Leo killed him with slapping him in the back with a sword. Okay?
Yep.
Got behind him, slapped him in the back. Zed was never technically died. He got cured by the fucking Z wave itself.
Because Lord Zed had true love in his heart, the Z-Wave removed his evil corruption and turned him into a sweater-wearing fucking yuppie
Suburban
tennis
dad.
instructor to dance with his beautiful wife,
Yep.
who as well had true love in her heart.
Yep.
Who will later become one of the Power Rangers.
Now, hold on, excuse me.
No, you're fine.
Excuse me. Damn it. I'm sorry.
Stop with your allergies.
Anyway, because of that, Zed was taken out because of the Z-Wave. It took, Zed's been hit before with weapons and never died. Scorpius got hit in the back. He got slapped in the back with a sword once. I know he lit that bitch up and then hit him, but it still was enough to kill him. That dude was a bitch. He was powerful because of reputation.
Mm-hmm.
He was not. Yeah, he did some powerful things like killing fucking Magna Defender's son. Let's be real. That kid is what? 6? He was no fucking threat. You're not that strong just because you zapped a little kid. Okay, big deal. You're a dick. You're a dick. Not a fucking. Not a. You're a villain because you're kind of you're sick. not because you're a badass.
And now that I'm out of tea, let me explain this a hell of a lot better, Shane. Lord Zed was, at the time, one of the strongest, most vile, evil things ever. And the reason being is because Divatox's husband was locked up in another dimension on Earth.
Yep.
Otherwise, he would have been the strongest fucking thing ever. However, because Billy Cranston is able to create Zords where veteran teams in said Zords can one-shot even the strongest fucking enemies on the face of the fucking galaxy, yeah, he wasn't a fucking threat. Then, because Zordon had been building up energy for eons and eons and eons, as he would like to put it, because he's stuck in a time vortex, the Z-Wave literally killed everything in the Milky Way galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
Scorpius is the strongest thing in the next fucking galaxy over. So, let me put it to you this way. If Dracula from Castlevania, with his I could teleport around the room and create pillars of fire and throw fireballs at your ass, and the only weak point I have is you need to hit me in the head in order to damage me.
Mm-hmm.
If he shows up and he decides to fight King Koopa, not even Bowser as he is now, I'm talking King Koopa, Super Mario Brothers 1, Super Mario Brothers 3, fucking Super Mario World, fucking King Koopa.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Dracula is gonna whoop the shit out of Bowser because Bowser always ends up only taking 3 fucking hits. After 3 hits, he's fucking dead. He's defeated. He's done. Even in Super Mario Brothers 3, all you gotta do is make that motherfucker fall into a pit, defeated.
Right. Well,
Castlevania, Dracula needs to be hit in the face about 15 to 16 times, and then his head is going to fly off to the moon, especially in the first Castlevania, and he's going to turn into a demonic beast form, where now you have to hit him another, 17 to 20 times.
well, when you look at the it was.
Well, I was going to say I wasn't done. I was getting food out of my teeth. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
So, when Dracula is hit with the Z-Wave and destroyed, well, now King Koopa is the strongest thing in the fucking galaxy. All shall bow to King Koopa. So, when it comes the fuck down to it, Scorpius may be the strongest thing ever right now, at least until,
the next
fucking
series.
Trakeena. Well, the next series, but I was going to say until Trakeena fucking got her fucking shit together and, actually trained, much like Frieza becoming Golden Frieza.
Yep. Until because she's actually she's the main villain.
Oh yeah, she's most definitely the main villain. But
which is fine because she has a compelling story and you can, I don't know, I like her. She's a much better villain than what's to come in the next series, and that's my opinion. But
well, you're definitely not wrong there. But yes, so when it comes down to it, no, Zed is 1,000 times more powerful and 1,000 times more capable than fucking Scorpius is.
Yep.
But when there's no Lord Zed to stand up to fucking Scorpius,
yeah, he became a threat. But like I said, Leo took him out so easily. I mean, I know he didn't I know he eventually died. I know he didn't just die right there. Because he was able to talk to his daughter and everything. And that's what led into the fact that she wanted to capture the Red Ranger and kill fucking Leo.
Mm-hmm.
And so, which was also understandable. My dad's dead, even though your dad was a weird bug guy. It goes back to that whole Magna Defender thing. It's like the reverse role.
Yep.
Look how far he went to go to avenge his son. How far will she go to avenge her father?
Right.
And she's already a little unstable as it is.
Well, and like I said, she's also a little bit like Divatox.
Yeah.
Where yes, she was in the throne room watching her father conquer fucking planets and galaxies and, wreck shit.
Mm-hmm.
So she knows what can and can't happen, how to handle shit. She has way more experience than fucking Divatox did in the beginning of her I'm the queen of evil fucking arc.
Mm-hmm.
But she didn't have any kind of like physical actual fucking power. And Trakeena will show up and actually fist fight with the Rangers.
Yep.
She did it here in this episode.
Yep.
She does end up doing it again later on. She does come down and have a actual fist fight with the Rangers.
She's more of a threat than her father ever was.
Oh god, yes. In fact, she's
In
more of
my
a threat
opinion.
than most of the other villains fucking were, because any other time that any of the villains showed up, we got worthless fuck off, fist fights with
Yes.
with the fucking villains.
I'm
Here,
telling.
she goes toe to toe with Leo and barely fucking escapes. And
But
only
she,
because fucking she was about to rock Leo's ass, and then two fucking actual trained monsters show up,
mm-hmm.
and she makes a fucking joke out of these two fucking dickheads
Yep.
before all of a sudden the actual full Ranger team shows up, and she's like, well, fuck, I could take out one Ranger by himself. I can't take out all fucking five.
She can't do it yet. She's
And
not
thank
there
God
yet.
that monster grew, because I need to fuck off and do me some more training right now.
So she's getting better while her
Mhm.
father just laid around and did absolutely nothing. Like, listen, I understand, like, he killed a kid. That makes you a piece of shit. But that little kid was no threat, and he came at you. That kid wasn't gonna hurt you.
Look,
You could have just swiped him away, and that would have been fine. But no, he laser shot him, killed him. That makes you a piece of shit. That doesn't make you threatening to me. What makes people threatening is like villains, like when Zed shows up for the first time, and he spins around in that chair, and this guy has no skin. So either you've been through some shit, or something happened to you. I don't know what your backstory is yet, but you have no skin. So you're already a threatening looking person just by spinning around in your chair. I don't know nothing about you yet.
Yes
this
and
dude,
no. See, here's the problem. As with all rulers throughout history, and I'm not just talking Rangers history, I'm talking real world history. All rulers, and I do mean actual rulers, so any of your monarchs basically,
mm-hmm.
or the actual upper class who have been upper class since they literally were fucking pumped out of their mother's vagina like a fucking unit to carry on the fucking family name of Richie McRicherton. These motherfuckers get so caught up in their own personal bullshit where they feel as though I have power, nothing can touch me. It's happened throughout history a billion fucking times where kings and queens say, hey, I'm the have, you're the have-nots. How's about you get the fuck out of my goddamn face because I have and you fucking don't? And because they do have power where they can amass armies,
Mm-hmm.
when people rise up, they say, hey, army, go take out them motherfuckers and fuck on them. I want you to kill them. I want you to kill all the men, kill all the women, kill all the fucking children. I want you to leave nobody the fuck alive except for, like, maybe 3 or 4 children. And the only reason why I want you to leave behind 3 or 4 children is so they can grow the fuck up and, tell their children, hey, don't fuck with him because, he'll just straight up fucking axe murder all of us. And when that shit fucking happens...
See, right there, exactly the chat right there. Perfect thing right there. Scorpius to Magna Defender, the day I took your son was the most important day of your life, but for me, it was a Tuesday.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm getting at.
That makes you I can see why people
that makes you villainous. Yes.
That
Does it make you a hardcore threat? Fuck no. That motherfucker turned into Henry VIII. Henry VIII is such a fucking joke. when he was a young man, and I mean a young man in his like late teens, early 20s, fucking Henry VIII would literally fucking go out and like conquer places, and he spit in the fucking face of the church and created his own fucking version of religious, pray to Jesus worship type of shit. Fucking this motherfucker went out of his goddamn way to fucking quite literally just be like, yeah, no, fuck on everybody. I'm gonna be the king conqueror of the world. Later on, before he fucking died, he became such a fucking joke that to this day, George Carlin has a bit that says, a day in the life of Henry VIII. Wake up, take a shit, kill my wife, eat a chicken, take a shit, marry a new woman, kill my wife, eat a turkey, take a shit, find a new wife, have a ham, get married to that woman, go to sleep. Because that's all that motherfucker did, is he fucked his servants, killed a bunch of motherfuckers, and then sat around and ate so much food that he became a fat, bloated motherfucker and became fatter than this fucking mug sitting right here in front of you, eating his last couple bites of fucking mac and cheese and salmon patties. Which, to be fair, this is some good shit, because this is the actual Velveeta shells and cheese, because it's good shit. That's how you know it's good shit.
But yeah,
But yeah, he literally sat on his fucking ass and became such a fucking joke that he was powerful by reputation only.
Yep.
Zed started to fall into the exact same category.
He
when
was
Zed
eventually.
first showed up, oh fuck. But then because Parents of America fucking television bullshit, these fucking activist cunts who have fucking nothing better to do but go to their kids' fucking soccer practice and whine and bitch and piss and moan when they don't get their fucking way, like the bunch of fucking cunty Karens that they goddamn are. They said, Lord Zed scared my children. You need to get rid of him right fucking now. And they toned him down, and he instantly became a fucking pathetic joke.
Feared by reputation instead of actually being feared.
Uh-huh. Because the most that we got from Zed is him and Tommy swung a sword a couple of times, and then fucking Tommy fucked off, and Zed had to go get duct tape to fix his staff.
But that's my opinion on the whole thing. But so that being said, we finished with 22.
Mm-hmm.
That puts us at 23 starting out next time if we do this again.
Yep, which means we didn't make it through the 19 episodes, but goddamn did we get a bunch done.
We did. So yeah, with that being said, we'll be back in 2 weeks. Don't know what we'll be talking about. Don't know who we'll have.
Yep.
Hopefully we have more people.
Unknown if Bill's going to be forced at work or not. Unknown whether I'm going to be sick or stuck on the toilet pooping all day, because who knows, maybe I could eat something bad for me, like, healthy food, like a salad. Ugh. I'm joking. Obviously, I might end up eating a salad, but who fucking knows?
But
like, something crazy could happen, like, look, I'll go ahead and put it out there, because I'm an open book, and I don't give a fuck who knows my personal details. Like, 2-3 weeks ago, I found out that my dad has a fucking tumor in one of his lungs, and it's a genetic type of fucking lung cancer that comes from smoking, and he keeps trying to go to different cancer centers to try to get second opinions, because right now his only option is to take a double dose of chemo every day until either he dies or the cancer's fucking removed. And yep, I'm still puffing away on cigarettes, because I'm not supposed to be here for a long time. I'm supposed to be here to make you motherfuckers have a good time. Except when I'm being an asshole and trashing your favorite villains, because you guys are wrong! It's Villain Max, it's a goddamn... Anyway. So, yes, so, like I said, who knows? My fucking dad could die in the next 2 weeks. Fucking... They could finally figure something the fuck out, get the tumor out of him. He could do, like, a couple shots of chemo, and bing, bang, boom, he's done. To be fair, my dad's also like fucking 67 years old, and he could fucking die of a heart attack tomorrow from eating like a fuck ton of red meat and not really doing much cardio in his old age being retired. Who fucking knows? So, like I said, it's one of those things where something might come up with my family. You know, you never know what the fuck's gonna happen. Like a tornado could rip through my house and I'm alive, but I got no fucking internet. Who fucking knows? The power could fucking go out because there's bad fucking storms. Because, let's face it, folks, it's still spring! It's driving me fucking insane around here because motherfuckers in Illinois got one fucking week where it was in the 80s and 90s and, oh fuck, it's summer. No, it's spring, jackass! You're gonna get fucking rain and storms and thunderbooms and tornadoes and hail. Fucking weather's a bunch of horse shit. So I could lose fucking power and not have internet and not fucking be here. And it could be the Shane show. Or Bill could be forced. I could have no power. Nick could still be grieving. And fucking Shane's like, yeah, no, fuck that. And in 2 weeks, Bill could just post up an episode of fucking Comics TAS. Because, you know.
So as you can see, that 2024 has not been a good year for the group.
2024 hasn't been a good year for a lot of people, to be quite honest. But to be fair, years have sucked since 2020. So I mean,
but we'll see what happens in the next 2 weeks to see what goes on. Hopefully, something will have something even better planned. Who knows?
Right. But at least be glad that you guys got an extra 35 minutes out of us. So, in the meantime, yeah, Shane's right. We will definitely see you guys in 2 weeks. Maybe next time I won't fuck up shaving my beard where this side's a little bit more even than this side. I gotta go fix that because that's been bugging me the whole fucking episode now that I've had a chance to be staring at myself in the camera. So, I'm gonna fix this side of my beard. Shane, say the thing so I can go get my razor.
All right. Bye, everybody.